Did for a response?
Nope, he did not.
Yeah.
If he had waited, there would not have been time.
Right. So we are. There are 5 of us for our Dungeon World stream today. Thank you for tuning in to Dark Sun. We have
Here I am.
5 players.
I'm here.
See, there are 5 of us.
Crash.
Surprisingly.
Now, plug.
You didn't need to flip the table.
You also didn't need to unscrew your mic and take it with you.
Well, I think he thought that was going to be faster.
Yeah.
Not true. But that was what he decided.
And now we get a nice pop.
Yeah. Okay, so thanks for tuning in, guys. Really appreciate you coming to the stream today. We've been off. We were off the air for a week while our Barky's Brigade crew was at Gen Con. So last week we played Goblin Quest, and that was fun.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
A clutch of 20 goblins tried to start an ice cream shop, and only 7 of them died in the process.
So 13 survived?
Yeah.
That's not a bad
That
attrition
seems
rate.
good math, actually, for
Yeah.
goblins. Goblins are cannon fodder, so that's actually, they must be very happy at how that turned out. So yeah, I'm excited to see us play Goblin Quest at some point again someday.
It's very fun. Very
Yeah,
fun.
and I'm sure it was more fun because of the great people at the table, which included Daryl, and Eric was running it. I don't
And
know
that
who
was
else.
it.
I don't know who else was there.
Kirk was there.
Kirk and Lauren, who
Lauren was there, yeah.
the stream just met last week, and then Nick, or Sky Growler, who is in Sun Growler. That's the one.
Sun Growler. I like Sky
I don't know
Growler.
people- I don't respect people's fake names.
That's
Yeah,
his real name.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
no, that's his Christian name.
Okay, yeah.
I'm
Still no respect for it.
yeah, still no respect.
I do not respect Catholicism.
Yeah, only if it. I will respect somebody's
Started off delicate.
Buddhist name.
Yep.
I will respect a
I respected the
Muslim name.
the hell out of the Hare Krishna guy who gave me a book during Comic-Con.
Even an agnostic or an atheist name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would be fine with all of that. So, anyway, hopefully we'll see Kirk and Lauren again sometime soon. If you enjoyed watching them play Goblin Quest, I'm sure you'll see them again someday, just walking around the streets of LA.
Just one day.
Especially Kirk. He just
Yeah.
wonders.
He just wandered
Yeah.
around LA.
Then
Yeah.
you just scream after them very, very loudly. Make sure it's as startling as possible.
It's fun. It's fun to scare him.
So as we come back to the world of Athos, Dark Sun. The last time that we were with some of these characters, the players and characters heroically saved a farm. In as much as they could be heroic and save a farm. There were some wrinkles to it that maybe made it a little less heroic. And also they were offered a chance to work with a new ally, a very powerful and well-intentioned ally named Yenin, who is the Sorcerer King of the legendary free city of Tyr.
Also incredibly handsome and super smart.
He is very handsome, very smart. He has very high charisma and intelligence scores. You can't debate that. That's just a fact.
But the voice, though.
Oh,
Yeah,
the voice?
The voice.
The voice is, my version of the voice is real bad. It is.
We discussed this on the way up.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, mine's just like a bad Russian accent, whereas yours is like nondescript
It's-
James Bond villain.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not, that is spot on.
Yeah, we're like, it's just sort of the indescript.
Yeah, like I can't tell, is he
Foreign-ish.
from a different country? He's definitely not from America. But I don't
Foreign
know.
enough.
Right. It's evil. Like the accent is evil.
I said foreign and
Oh, boy. Guys, we are not going to get into Trump. We are not going to get into Trump again. We can't keep having this discussion, Kels. I am
All right.
not voting for Trump.
All right, fine, I'll drop it.
Thank you. Thank you for respecting my vote. The players had a chance to rest for a week before meeting back up with Yenin, the Sorcerer King of the legendary free city of Tyr. So during that week, I'm going to have these two describe kind of what they did during the week or these three, and then you are going to be you've kind of dipped in and out with the party before working with them. So this isn't going to be a brand new character, but I'm going to give Eric more time to describe his character because it's going to be new to chat, and that's who we're doing this for. We care so
really
much
what
about
matters?
chat because I think last time I said they are not stupid, they're not boorish, they're not ugly,
They're
and
not garbage people.
they are not made out of literal garbage.
Right.
That is something that I've always maintained about chat. They are not made out of literal garbage. What did your character do during your week off, Daryl?
Well, I worked out for one thing because I noticed, I wanted to be more muscly. And
I've pumped up your strength score a little bit?
No, but I would like to, if that's
It's on its way.
possible. It's
Soon?
on its way.
Soon,
Yes,
yeah, okay, good.
Because I heard someone describe me as not muscular, so
For a half giant.
For a half
Still
giant,
much more
exactly.
muscular than any person you see around.
You've been hitting the gym. You're still a little sore, but you feel like once you take a break, you're gonna really.
Totally, yeah. It's gonna recover and it's gonna look great.
You're just chock full of lactic acid right now.
Yeah. And then another
It's gonna
thing.
be all vascular.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sexy.
Yeah,
There's nothing more sexy than a vascular man.
Yeah.
Right?
In my opinion.
That should be like a name of cologne.
Vascular
Vascular.
man.
Vascularity.
Vascularity.
Vascular.
Yeah.
Vascular. Anyway.
I actually have a plan to start a lifestyle website called The Vascular Man.
And another thing I did, I think we talked about it a little bit, but I was trying to research magic to see if I did magic with those beetles and all that because it's freaking me out.
Yeah. And as I remember, you also started the very long process of learning how to read.
That's true, yes. And I did that too, yeah.
Thank God that Yenin started that program that lets people learn how to read.
Yeah, you actually.
Literacy programs are important.
As long as magic's not involved in it.
Yeah, there's no.
It's okay.
There's no magic that you can tell. So during the daytime, all of the kids in the city go to school because public school now exists only in this one city. But then in the evening...
Is it compulsory?
Yes, it is absolutely compulsory. You have to send your kids to school. You want them to have a better life, don't you? And then in the evenings, they have night school for a couple of hours teaching the adults how to read. So in the evenings, you can spend a couple hours learning your letters, basically.
I'm doing that. I got to learn to read so I can find out about magic so I know how to not do it.
So when you went to the city,
Stay away from that.
Stay away from it.
When you went to the city library, a librarian who is literate helped you out. In fact, most of the librarians are literate.
Not all of them.
Yeah.
Not all of them.
No.
Some
not
of
all
them
of
we
them.
keep out of the stacks.
Right. Yeah, some of them, it's just they're not literate. It's just so much like they're able to match the letters on the books to the
Right.
sections they go in. It's
They
like,
might as well
put
just
these
be
books away.
alien
It's like-
symbols to them, though.
It's like 14th century monks were used to to copy books. They couldn't read, but they could copy
Match the
they
symbols.
They just matched it.
Yeah, they were very good artists.
Yeah.
A librarian helps you, and you think, like with the research help of the librarian and having the librarian kind of explain to you what these books are saying, you think that the thing with the beetles, the scarabs, it is almost certainly magical. You're not sure what type of magic it is because the librarian actually goes into detail telling you that there's actually several types of magic. There's arcane magic, and there's two types of arcane magic. There's arcane magic which takes energy from the earth and then takes kind of personal energy that you're not currently using and puts it back into the earth, so it's an even trade. Mm-hmm. There's a different type of arcane magic where you just take power from the earth and use it, and it's much more powerful that way. There's also divine magic, which comes from the elements, and that's how clerics gain their magic. And there's also druidic magic, which also comes from the earth, but doesn't necessarily involve the trading. It's more similar to divine, where
all the
nature
same
just
to me.
provides. Yeah. So
What have I done?
So this
Terrified.
exchange where I just spent 5 minutes explaining it to you. The librarian also does that, and then at the end you're like, it's all the same. The librarian's like, the entire point of this was to tell you that it's not all the same. That there's very clear distinctions
So it's all the same then.
between. That's not what I said.
It's
Okay.
all magic.
Oh boy. Okay. All right. Well, and at that point the librarian's like, let me know. I'll be over here. The librarian leaves you be. So yeah, you're at this point. Your character knows some very basic. You know how to write your name. You know the alphabet, and at this point, that's about it.
Okay.
Now, but you can write the letters, which is more than the average adult can do in Dark Sun.
I'm so proud of myself. I'm just gonna like have a piece of paper and just write my name on it and just like put it away.
In your pocket.
Put it in your
And
pocket.
I'm just gonna look at it from time. I'm so smart.
I
Yeah.
wrote that. What?
I mean, no question about it. Smarter than the average person.
He's smarter than the average giant, half giant.
All right. So for Pitka, what was your week off like?
So after we got our reward for saving the farm, I went into town and found one of the artists, the sort of subversive artists that won't do the sort of propaganda painting. On
Was
all
also
the
never
walls and
asked
here.
to do the propaganda painting.
And they wouldn't if he had.
But this
Right.
one wouldn't do it anyway.
Right, just
Because that's their culture. you know?
exactly. Yeah, they're very subversive.
Yes.
Yeah.
They've got laurels to stand on, okay?
Yeah.
Gave him all the money to do whatever kind of art, all the money from the reward, and then went out. Into
You have a burgeoning punk collective that you're starting.
basically. And then I went out into the wilderness and just lived the hermit lifestyle for a
Live the
week.
hermit lifestyle.
Aw.
Stand out there like, I hate my dad.
Yep, pretty much.
Hitting
Yep.
trees with sticks, kicking rocks.
Yep.
Yep.
Dancing in the factory, Kevin Bacon style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leaping over logs. It was great.
Yeah, you find the one place in Athos where there is a burnt-out factory, trees, and fallen logs. Somehow,
Yeah.
those things normally do not exist.
It
but
was
you're-
an epic montage that
Yeah.
I'm sorry everyone didn't get to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they got to see it just now, as
In their
perfectly
imagination.
as perfectly described by Scott and you, primarily you.
Yeah, primarily.
Yeah.
Sometimes I hijack other people's imaginations.
Yep.
I apologize.
That's the entire reason that we play D&D is to hijack other people's imaginations, right?
Right.
I'm gonna make you guys think this thing. Okay, so on your week
thinking about
off,
it.
what did Tenley Boone,
Tenley Boone.
whose accent much stronger and better than mine, does drop out at times?
Indeed. Okay, so Tenley Boone spent her time researching other forms of fighting with some foreign
right.
fighters.
You actually meet a another mule. So just like you,
What's this?
he is renowned as you were like you kept going and fighting with other like gladiators and stuff, like just learning what you can from them, and one name kept coming up over and over and over. You kept hearing Haki Stoneskin. He's the one to learn how to fight from, and eventually somebody gets you in contact with Haki, and Haki is he's the main law enforcer in town.
He's
in
the
fact,
law in tier.
yeah, he's the law in tier. And
He's
in fact,
the law in tier.
in fact, he introduces himself. You see a little sheriff star on his chest. Do not confuse it with a Jewish star. Those are two very different things.
Does he get mad?
Yeah, he gets very mad if you confuse the two. Like, no, this is a sheriff star, not a Star of David.
But is it like a six-sided star?
It is. It absolutely is. But they are, guys,
Okay.
they are different. Okay? This was a whole thing.
Sure.
This was a whole thing on Twitter a couple of weeks
Okay.
ago. They are different.
Okay.
Okay. Do not be taken in by hucksters. So, yeah. So, and he introduces himself and says, "I'm Haki Stoneskin. Nice to meet you."
Yes.
Oh, well, I do declare, I don't think I've met someone from my hometown in quite a while.
he shakes your hand with his big meaty and you notice that he actually has an obsidian band on, a wedding ring on.
Oh,
so
well,
he is married.
that's mighty disappointing.
Well, that's he's a faithful guy. Hockey is very faithful.
All right.
Anyway, he's
going to teach me how to hit stuff. So
exactly, and so he takes you into a sparring ring, and his fighting style is very powered by psionics, so he has a lot of psionic ability. But you're actually able to learn a lot from him because he doesn't fight with weapons. He's kind of a monk.
Oh.
And so you're actually able to learn quite a bit because at times you're going to be without a weapon.
You think?
It happens. It happens all the time.
With me, I feel like pretty frequently.
Yeah, I would say at least half of your attacks are made with no weapon. So so you actually
It's a mule thing.
It's a mule. It is definitely a mule thing. And hockey also kind of imparts to you some of his wisdoms about just like truths about fighting. They're all very simplistic.
He's giving me a bunch of inspirational posters.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's like the cat that's like hanging there or whatever. And then at the end,
stick him with the pointy end.
Yeah, stick him with the pointy end. At the end, he says, "Make sure to leave him alive," and then he leaves.
Leave him alive.
Leave him alive. That's what he says.
Why
and then
on
he
earth
leaves.
would I leave him alive?
We gotta somehow get him to travel with us. He's gotta come back. This session is amazing.
Yeah, no, trust me. I'm having Max come back.
But he's preparing for his birthday party tonight.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right.
I actually specifically texted Max this week and was like, "When are you coming back to do your voice?" You can play the game too, but do the voice.
Mostly just the voice.
Amazing.
Yeah. The greatest thing about that character, for anybody who watched season 1 and paid attention from the beginning, that was not how the character was at the beginning of the season.
It evolved into John Wayne.
Yeah, it definitely evolved into John Wayne and was so much fun.
It was like session 3, he just pivoted and decided he was John Wayne.
Yeah, it was such a hard pivot,
Which is
too.
fair.
Yeah, it was, and became so beloved for being
Occasionally it's
the law
Dirty Harry.
tier. Yeah, it did do that sometimes, only when necessary.
Yeah.
So, so that was your week.
That was my week.
Got to learn some good fighting skills, and you got to meet the law of Tyr. And I'm going to have Eric introduce his character as you all congregate at the Power Stone Inn, which is where Yenin said he would send somebody to meet with you. So as you all congregate at the Power Stone Inn, you see a friend that you have not seen in a very long time.
I am playing the class as Medic, and his name is Eugene Rowe, but everyone calls him Doc, so let's just call him Doc. And he's basically, he's a medic through and through. He's a pacifist. He doesn't believe in harming other people, and he just wants to
get along with us
help.
really well.
Yeah.
That is our motto.
Although the most violent person isn't here today, so
That's true.
It's true.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
We're all kinda...
you're the least violent for sure out of the four.
You
guys are both very
I'm violent if it's magic. If it's magic, I'm violent.
You attacked crops for no reason.
It's magic,
It's because they were magic
they were
and it made him
magical
so
crops.
mad.
That's right.
They were just making me so mad.
And like when Jordan's like, we need to take down the government, and you guys were like, yeah, let's blow up a farm. He's like, maybe not that.
Hey, to be fair, I was like, won't that starve a bunch of people? And they were like, yeah, probably.
I like how the anarchist is like, guys, that's too rough.
That's not what I was trying to do.
Hold on.
Let's take a step back.
Yeah.
I pre-wrote my bonds.
Oh, good.
So, patient Pitka is suffering from a chronic condition, but doesn't know it yet.
Oh,
doesn't know it?
Oh.
Oh boy.
And it's not blindness?
He has no idea.
He's like, I don't know. I just
didn't-
thought I always have to have my eyes closed.
No. Open your eyes, Pitka. Just open them. Oh my God!
I'm blind. I can't see.
It's too bright.
Patient Tenna has proven an able assistant. I will teach them what I know about medicine. Patient Oswald is not nearly as sick as they think they are.
Maybe all that magic you
Yeah,
worried about
that's-
ain't such a big deal, huh?
That's totally what it is. It makes so much sense. Yeah.
Well, good luck convincing him of that.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, and the whole thing I like about this, the medic class, that it's a custom class, is basically two paths you can take. You can either be able to do damage to living anatomy, which is like you get to you get a D10 for your damage instead of the D4.
Oh wow.
Which is nice. But I chose the first do no harm, which as long as I don't do any harm to any creature through intent or negligence, I have a +1 to all defense, defy danger, parlay, and aid actions.
Wow. So you're good at everything other than damaging.
Yeah, as long as I do not ever hurt something.
And that includes through negligence.
Yeah.
You leave the hurting to us.
Are you human?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just say I'm human.
Okay.
Yeah.
Make it easy.
I want to make it clear too, like, while we're in here, something's changed in me. I'm haunted. I'm just like staring at the ground.
That makes
Oh.
sense.
Haunted.
There's
Yeah.
there's no conclusion that you can draw other than that the magic that you engaged in was magic
Yeah.
and that magic is evil. Those two things are facts that your character knows to be true. Other people might have a more
Well-
complex understanding of magic, which is much more helpful for the world, but that's not you.
You want me to get you an egg?
I don't know if I deserve an egg.
Oh, he's so despondent he can't even eat an egg.
He can't even eat an egg, y'all.
I didn't even eat an egg.
I don't even deserve
I
an
deserve
egg.
a water. That's all I deserve.
I deserve
Unseasoned gruel. You can have-
Unseasoned gruel, yes.
Yep, no eggs for you.
It is tasteless.
It
Imagine
tastes like sadness.
Or
I've al-
Soylent, if you've had that.
I've also lost my my motivation to work out as well. I was working out earlier this week.
Oswald,
but
no.
why should I get stronger? I'm a dirty magic user.
Boy. You there's no okay. I'm not gonna bring any logic into this. All right, fine.
You're right. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So you all congregate at the table, and it's been a long time since you guys have had a chance to catch up with Doc. But you do remember Doc being very good at stitching you up if you ever got yourself into a jam, into some trouble.
He's got stuff you can stuff in your guts.
Exactly. Yeah. You can chew it. What is it? Chew it. Eat it. Stick it.
I
it
think
in
it was
your-
eat it, smoke it. stick
Stuff it in your guts.
Stuff in your cuts. Oh,
yeah,
that's
stuff
what-
it in your
But
gut.
honestly, if you want my medical opinion, do not smoke it.
Yeah, don't smoke it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure smoking it has some medicinal properties.
Yeah.
No, it needs to remain extremely illegal because I do not like it. It should be at the highest category of unavailable
Yeah.
always. Anyway,
Yeah.
Anyway,
that's just me getting on my soapbox. The last thing we need is the hippies taking over Dark Sun.
Oh,
Okay,
man.
because that's what's
Hey.
gonna happen.
don't you go ragging on hippies now.
That's the weirdest thing to come out of a Southern accent.
Oh,
Don't y'all go ragging on hippies, man. Don't y'all go
You
ragging
hear?
on hippies.
You hear?
Man, them hippies are the best. Okay, so a very large half giant, like really big half giant, comes into the tavern and sees the four of you, hail, and then sits down, literally just on the floor next to you.
Well, hi there.
Hello.
I'm here for Yenin.
So are we?
Are
I
you-
think-
No, I'm here.
On
I'm here-
behalf of?
I'm here as Yenin.
Oh. Okay.
I'm Yenin.
For this particular moment in time, you are Yenin.
All of my words are Yenin's words.
Okay. I'll
No.
buy it.
Know that.
Do you use magic?
No, I kill
But-
magic people. I kill magic people. I kill users. I kill magic users. People who are magic users die.
From you?
From me. That's my best thing is that.
All right. Guys, I think I got this.
You're a good translator.
All right, so Yenin sent you. You smash magic users,
Okay.
and you're here because...
Where my home is, kingdoms. There were kingdom,
All right.
and it's dungeons. There's one, and with it follows the item, the history.
All right, I don't think I got it.
Are you saying that
There's a
the
lost
beetle
kingdom.
is from?
Oh yeah, bugs.
The magic bugs.
There are bugs. Bugs are there. Bugs were
In
there.
your kingdom,
Are
where
there-
you
are
used to
there-
live.
Currently bugs there.
I don't know.
He's not there. How
He's-
would he know? Don't
When you say-
confuse him.
When you say bugs, do you mean Thor-Kreen?
No, small bugs like this big.
Small.
So
Like
Those are
like
small.
normal small bugs.
Normal small bugs.
Like a baby kank.
Like a baby. But
Yeah.
cank.
A kank.
But cank.
Okay.
A baby cake.
Bubba Kank shrimp.
Baby cake. little baby cake.
Little Bubba Kank shrimp.
So,
Does Yenin want us to go to this place?
What does Yenin want? Yenin
you know
wants,
you're Yenin right now.
Oh, okay. Okay. Place. Okay. Place. Mud. Dirt.
Yeah. Dirt.
That's
Like a hole in the ground.
no flat with hole. And so
A hole in the ground.
and so we go down, we go under. My home was there before I work. Now I'm worker.
Right.
Important. I'm
Very.
more important.
You're doing great.
And
I'm
questions. What's question? Other thing from questions.
For you,
No. What's not questions?
answers?
That's
Answers.
answers.
Do you want to take us to some cave where you used to live and there are bugs to find answers?
Yeah.
we-
got to go in the hole in the ground and find out why the bugs are there.
There's a lot of
Do
bugs
we-
and holes.
Do we fight the bugs? Do we
Bugs and
smash the
holes.
bugs?
Bugs and holes.
Oh,
bugs and holes.
if you see bugs, smash them.
Smash them.
Bugs bad.
Bugs bad. Okay.
Home.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
Okay, so I see. So we're gonna go smash bugs and see
So-
where the bugs are coming from. We're gonna smash that too.
So we're exterminators.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh,
No.
what is that?
Oh.
Bug killers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
We're bug killers
well. Everyone is bug killer.
because we should be.
You see bug, you kill bug.
Bugs
There-
bad.
There's,
Yeah.
There's one more thing I need to tell you. Last week I used magic and you can smash me if you want. I deserve it.
Yenin says I don't smash any of you. Yenin
You're
says
forgiven.
Yenin says if four or three or two or one are in trouble, I die first.
That become a Beastie Boys lyric?
Oh.
But because I'm good,
Yeah.
So then you won't die because you're so good.
that makes sense.
Yep.
Okay.
So then he says, okay, so we leave soon. Yenin said, here. He hands you a piece of paper.
I'm probably the only literate one.
Yeah, I think so.
Yep.
Actually.
I know
I have a
little bit.
lot of
Checks
trouble
out.
reading.
I did this.
Yeah.
You did so good.
Oh, thanks.
What is it?
It's my name.
That's his name. He wrote his
I
name.
wrote my
Oh, you
name.
wrote your name.
Yeah.
Oh, he can't see it.
Oh.
Show me.
Oh.
Hold it closer.
Let me feel it.
Yeah.
So
Oswald wrote his own name.
It feels like paper.
It looks real good.
it looks
Good
real,
job.
It looks real
Oh.
good. So
Thanks,
you
thanks.
unroll the paper, and in it, Yenin explains in detail what actually he wants you to do.
Okay.
It-
Smash bugs bad.
no, it,
Hole in ground.
a lot of what he went over does not like.
It was important to him.
It was important to him. Yeah. So in the paper, it says that there's an old half-giant empire from long ago, which may have some answers as to what's going on with the Thor-Kreen threat, because it's believed through some of the reading that he had done, looking up history and stuff like that, that the Empire also fell to some great Thor-Kreen threat. So whether this is cyclical or whether they've always been there is unclear, but the descriptions are of this like numberless Thri-Kreen horde, which sounds very similar to what you're seeing become more and more common around here, and also talking about like dark magics and evolution and stuff like that, like dark evolutions, that kind of lines up with some of the stuff you've been seeing with these Thor-Kreen. In particular, there are some ruins which are the kind of the most well-kept ruins. It's like a mud palace, essentially.
Well-kept ruins.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's like it's
They've
falling
been
apart, but
Relatively
But-
maintained.
yeah, it's the only.
People are sweeping over there.
Yeah, they're sweeping it up. There's like
Sometimes they fill the holes with some more mud.
they stick some mud in there.
A wall's gonna fall over. They prop it up
They,
with a
yeah,
stick.
they put a stick there.
Yeah.
It's pretty well kept ruins. Of all the ruins in the area, it is the nicest
Yeah.
out of all the ruins.
All right.
So, yeah, and he says that there may be some answers there. Additionally, there are probably items of power which may relate to what you had already seen before with the scarabs from the half-giant empire. Just kind of as mythology that's kind of passed down among the half-giants. There are items of great power supposedly that the half-giants had, but half-giants have never been good at magic. That's not their thing.
Yeah.
Never has been. These items are more psionic in nature if they're from the half-giant empire. And perhaps, if you're lucky, maybe there's something there that will help cleanse you of
That's
the magic
what I'm hoping
sickness
for.
that you've contracted.
So I'm hoping
Because
for
at this point you think
Seem
it's
perfectly-
almost certain that you have magic sickness.
You seem perfectly healthy to me. I know.
That's what magic does. It's all on the inside.
He's sick in
Eats-
his soul.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's what it is. I can feel it, but you can't see it.
I mean, I feel like because of our connection through the way, I feel your
You feel it?
sickness.
I really wish I'd taken the
Yeah.
advanced move
Yeah.
placebo
I
effect,
can
Yeah.
which literally lets you give someone a placebo, and if you roll high enough, it actually helps them,
Nice.
Yeah.
or they at least believe it does.
Mm-hmm.
I could believe that maybe you could cleanse me. I could believe that too.
I know.
I mean, since the sickness doesn't exist in the first place, a placebo would probably work. Yeah. So you guys take
Poor Oswald.
poor Oswald.
Oh,
So sad.
it's so sad.
And there's got to be a way to cleanse this non-existent magical illness.
Cleanse
I-
this guilt.
I mean, I'm under the impression that once you've used magic once, it consumes you.
I mean,
entirely, your entire soul.
The only
has
thing
been
I can do,
consumed.
I can't let any of you be cursed by this.
you're a perfectly healthy person, unlike some people.
I got.
Nobody mentioned that he's motioning to pick
Okay,
up.
all right.
You can't see that.
He can't see it. Don't say anything.
In fact, the only thing
can't
I
see
can do
That was strong.
is to destroy all magic so no one's cursed by it ever again.
Oh.
That's going to be my mission. So I can't die yet. I gotta stop.
You've got to
destroy
protect. You've got to
magic.
save the world.
Oswald's second wind is
magic.
hitting.
Strong.
It is strong.
Magic will be gone from this world. No one will ever be cursed again. Okay.
Like you definitely are right now. In
cursed.
that same way, you don't want anyone to be experiencing what you're experiencing right now.
No.
That very
This magical
difficult to
madness
describe
has
sense of
consumed
dread.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you take the time and gather the supplies necessary. It's a long journey. You're looking at 3 weeks through the wastes to get to where the half giant empire used to be. And the reason why it's tougher and a little bit longer than normal because roads don't lead there anymore. You know, they have trade roads that lead, from city to city, but there's no reason for roads to go to, where the half giant empire was because there's no settlements there. People don't live out there anymore. It's just kind of in the middle of nowhere. So, are there any special supplies that you might want to pick up besides, the standard food, water, rations, what have you? Anything you can think of?
Is there like a like a mystic or a fortune teller or something?
Oh,
Hi.
absolutely.
I'm-
Besides, yeah.
You mean
Well,
our dear
I
friend
mean,
Pitka?
what I'm looking for is like a liquid I could like pour on myself or drink or something that
To fix you?
That would
to
like
fix
heal
things.
you?
Yeah, that's
Like some
well-
sort
of the magic.
Some
Yeah.
sort of liquid.
That's what I'm on the
Well,
lookout
it depends
for right
on. So that would be. That's exclusively the domain of clerics to deal with. So there's clerics use magic, and they do cleanse people who believe they have illnesses. I mean, they cleanse people who have illnesses, but they're not going to turn away somebody if they're going to make a little bit of money off of somebody who thinks they have an illness. But they do use magic.
Is he aware that healing potions are magical?
That's a very good question. Does Oswald think that healing potions are magical, or do they work separate from magic?
I mean, I think they're just like medicine. I mean,
That's fine. That's
It's
perfect.
yeah,
science.
like, it's
Yeah.
science.
You're fine with that because it's science. Okay.
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah, that's science.
Yeah, that's
not
science.
But very non-conspicuously, like I'm doing something dirty.
You're
gonna see a cleric.
you're just
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I'm gonna.
You're just like kind of you're just like justifying like, oh no, this is science for sure.
This is science.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, so I
Could
mean,
I have
clerics
a-
would be
going
who
for
you
your
would
first
look
Scientific-
DD test.
a scientific liquid to cleanse a curse.
to. So if you're looking for liquid, then that's a water cleric that you'd go to.
Okay.
There are other ways. There are fire cleric, earth clerics, and
Stuff
air
to
clerics.
stuff in
Yeah,
various
well, those sound
places.
more magical.
Oh, so water clerics are the least magical
Yeah,
ones.
because
Okay.
Water's the most natural thing in the
Yeah,
world.
water is science.
right.
Water is science.
Water is science.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so you go to the main water cleric temple in town, and there's a priest on hand to help you, who's going to try and channel the elemental plane of water to help you. So he greets you. It's an elf. What can I help you with today?
I wish to have a science liquid to cleanse me of the magic curse.
I do not understand what that means.
A
A science liquid.
a liquid that uses science because last week I used magic.
You used arcane magic?
Yes.
Defiling magic?
Yes,
Preserving
I'm not
magic?
proud of it. I'm not proud of it either. I'm not. No.
What specific category of magic was it?
It was the scarabs, those beetles. These
I haven't heard of scarab magic.
these beetles. I was overcome with power. It was like they listened to me, and I looked where they went, and then they used magic magic came out of them, and I was in command, so I was the one using them and using their magic, so I'm cursed. I know it.
You can tell, at first he's a little like, what's going on? And then he kind of settles in because it's like, oh, half giants come in here all the time, not knowing
Rambling
they're just
about
rambling. It is unclear.
Like holes in the ground.
Yeah.
And
Half giants are known for being not that smart. So, so he's like, oh, okay, I know what's going on. So you need help removing a curse.
Yes.
Okay. Luckily, you've come to the best temple for that. The element of water is by far the strongest of the four
It's
elements.
the most scientific.
I do not know what you mean by that, but okay. And so you're looking to have the curse removed.
Yes.
Well, that I can certainly do.
Thank you.
It is. It's a powerful spell for me to cast to remove a curse. So it's not inexpensive, but I can remove the curse from you.
Okay.
It's going to cost you 700 bits.
Okay. I don't think I have that because I used all my money.
Yeah, that bag that you had.
fixing your.
The bag
your
that you had
broken-
contained like 100 bits.
Yeah. Okay. I'll have to live with this curse for a little bit longer, but I'll be back.
All right.
I hear they're always hiring gladiators if you're looking to make some bits.
I'm gonna go. Okay, so
They pay 2 bits a day. So.
Yeah, 2 bits.
if
All right.
I'm
Okay.
if I'm still in like the fighting pits area, you know, like sparring with different fighters or whatever, and I know Oswald's having a little bit of a hard time. I'm gonna ask one of my fighting friends if they've got maybe something that they use for like a sprain here or there, or basically like, hey, you got some aspirin, that kind of thing. And I'm gonna see if anybody's got something like that I can take to Oswald.
Absolutely. In fact, one of your gladiator friends offers you just open up your hand. Drops a little rolled up piece of cloth. He says, "So there's 5 needles in there, and they're single use. So they're from an amazing cactus, but they work very well.
Okay.
And you stick yourself in the area where it hurts.
Not exactly what I was looking for.
What do you mean?
What? So these are for pain?
Absolutely for pain.
All right. What if I have someone that needs a little mental boost, a little mood booster?
A little mood booster. I have some powder for that, actually.
Okay. Cool.
Drops another
So
little
I've
thing
got
of cloth for you.
needles and I've got powder. He can just pick which one he wants.
I just
Depending
want to
on-
remind you, you do have a doctor that can, if you want a second opinion.
The very first thing he did was go to a cleric. The second thing is his friend is going to a drug dealer.
I really just wanted aspirin, and I think that I got heroin and coke. Steroids and some sort of stimulant. I don't know. Well, okay. Thanks, friend.
Is your friend going to be going in the pits anytime soon?
No.
Oh, well, okay.
Back off, man.
Just curious.
What did you really give me?
Oh no, it's exactly as I said. Wherever it hurts, stick the needle there. You will not feel any pain for
All right.
a while. The powder, it's just a mood enhancer. I use it sometimes when I have a big fight coming up.
Sweet.
So
Okay.
it's really helpful.
I like it. Okay. I'm gonna go get like a bowl of water. Okay. And I'm gonna go up to Oswald. Oswald.
Yeah. Yes.
All right. So I got some friends in the fighting pits, okay?
Yes.
And I was telling them about my friend who
Yes.
got
Are they-
himself into a bit of trouble in a fight.
Are they going to kill me?
No,
Let's hear it.
but they
Oh,
had an idea,
Okay.
okay?
What's that?
So I'm gonna dump the needles out and be like, okay, I already used these. We don't need to really use them.
Okay.
Well, if
And
they're used, you can just use them again.
they're single use only. He's specific. It was very specific. But they're not really used. I'm just like, it's all a facade. And like put some of the powder over here. Maybe I'm gonna just do a little pinch of the powder
Pinch of the powder in the water.
for real life. I'll be like, okay, you got to drink this. And they said that it would relieve you of all of your pain and suffering. But it won't like kill you. That's not what I meant.
It'll relieve you of all your pain and suffering on this earthly realm.
That sounded like I was trying to poison you to death, and that was not my intention.
Just drink this. If you drink this Kool-Aid, we will all ascend to the mothership.
Right. All of us drink it now.
Will it
Brother.
get rid of the curse?
Yes, that's what I just said.
Okay. I drink it. From your hands?
that was a bowl.
Oh, okay.
But you can if you want to.
I feel like Oswald would 100% go for your hand.
Yeah.
For bonding. For bonding. You
Yeah.
just
Yeah. Okay, so you drink the water with like a little half dose.
a little pinch.
Yeah, a pinch is like a half dose of this. You have like 10 doses of this powder. Yeah, it takes about 10 minutes, but you actually you start to feel very full of energy. Like you feel like you drank 2 cups of coffee. So
Man.
you've got a lot of energy.
I feel the curse is lifted.
Is it working?
I feel so different now. The curse is lifted.
Is it like on purpose that everyone that sits in that chair at some point in this campaign does cocaine?
Has that been a tradition?
Justin sat there.
Yeah,
and
that's true. That was Justin.
Yes.
The curse is lifted. Now I must destroy magic still, so no one else can have this curse again.
I mean, all right, that's fine.
Yeah.
Also, is this Wallow with this?
Also, I feel like I gotta clean something. Does it look dirty to you? I should clean this.
Oh, I'm gonna go help clean the
I'm gonna go
rooms.
polish my weapons. I'll be right back. I gotta polish all my weapons and all my armor, and I think I need some new soles on my shoes and my feet. Soles on the shoes and my feet. I don't even know what that means, but I gotta go do it.
So I'm assuming you took the other half dose.
I took all of the rest of it.
All right.
So I love that. Roll me a defy danger and add your con because you definitely did take all of that.
All right. Woo!
Whoa.
Add my what?
Con
9.
9. Okay, so
I'm almost invincible.
yeah, so you are sweating. Yeah, you're sweating much.
Has it always been this yellow in here?
It has not been. No, it has not always been this yellow.
I thought so. I thought something was more yellow in here.
And actually, it's a pretty cool day in Athos. It's about 110 degrees today. So like you are amazed at how much she is sweating for what is a pretty chill day. You're sweating like it's 150. And like just
God,
you
my
see,
heart is pumping so fast.
yeah, pump. Just armor and clothing soaked, shoulder to feet.
Just squeaky in.
Yeah, squeak as she moves. But no other ill effects.
Looks like I'm fine.
Near as you can tell. So yeah, you guys.
Just to be clear, they went to a different psychic and a different doctor.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. Because that was the answer. Is go to listen,
We need
trained
a psychic
professionals.
and a doctor.
Guys.
Where are we gonna find them?
There's
I
nowhere
will-
to find them. You just gotta wander around town to find somebody who says they are.
I will do crazy things for my friends. All right.
That is true. You will do crazy things for your friends. You will not do normal,
Yeah.
go to the correct person
Perfectly,
things
yeah.
for your friends.
Yes.
Perfectly sane things that you could do.
No.
So you head out of Tyr and start to. Unfortunately there aren't any caravans leaving tonight. So other than like waiting 2 days to join a caravan, you're pretty much stuck on your own, traveling through the wastes. You could wait 2 days.
Can I try to recruit some of our artist friends?
You can have a punk cadre. It doesn't even. You get 2 to volunteer right away. Just no problem at all. 2 of them are like, "Fuck yeah, let's go out into the wastes."
Yeah, the waste.
Wastes. yeah. They're
My dad's gonna be so pissed, and I don't care.
yeah.
You can't tell me what to do.
Kelsey gets 1 yellow hit point from Farquaad.
Oh.
They've always been this yellow.
They've always been this yellow.
All right. Thanks, Farquaad.
Are you at full hit points?
Yep.
Okay, you can save it, and it'll kick in when you take damage, because you almost certainly will.
I think I might be a little reckless today, y'all.
Yeah, one extra hit
little.
point. You can just go crazy.
I'm gonna go hog wild.
I mean, you did do a whole lot of cocaine.
yeah. Very in character. So you've got
Is
two.
I don't even. It is now.
Yeah, I mean it is for the duration of the cocaine.
Yep.
So you've got two punk helpers with you who are both talking about like how awesome it is that they just ignore their parents because their parents, you know,
And authority.
and authority in general. And you neglect to tell them that this is actually working with Yenin because they're both like, no man, like Yenin doesn't even get it. Yenin used to be cool, but then like when he took over, fucking sold out. So you.
Tier was so much better when it was like, everyone was pissed off and there were slaves everywhere.
That was so much better.
No one had any food.
It's
or
so hard to
jobs.
it's so hard to like find things to rebel against now. Like we just have to like rebel against the concept of art that we don't like. Wow, that is actually hipsters. That's like that's like punks in general. Like, oh, fucking this propaganda. Okay, so you guys, the first week goes by without any trouble. Unfortunately, halfway through, or about like 8 days into the trip, you get ambushed by a group of lizards. Well, I guess lizards is a weird term for it. They're this. They're like
naturally.
so they're like giants with snake heads.
Okay.
All right.
Or with like
those
lizard
guys
heads.
that look like humans in every conceivable way, except their head is a
Except their
snake.
head is
Except
just
their
a
head
snake
is a
head.
snake. That very normal thing.
With no snake neck to speak of.
Yeah,
no
I know.
snake neck.
Just a
Just
snake
comes
head
straight out from the basically
just
from
right
between the
attached
shoulders.
to the shoulders.
Yeah.
Yep. And yeah, so four of these giant, they are the size of not half giants, with snake heads just surround you. There's 4 of them, and one of them steps forward a little closer than the others. I don't know who your leader is, but I want to talk to that one.
Duh.
As I'm like,
All right.
Hello,
I don't
human.
really-
Drop all of your food and water in front of you.
I don't. We kind of need our food and water.
I don't care what you need.
What's
you can
your-
take your chances going back to the next town from here.
Not much of a next town.
Humans can make it 8 days without water.
it is known.
I don't know if that's true or not.
It's definitely
not,
not,
right?
true.
No,
it's
it's
100% not true.
How long can you go without water?
About 3 days.
Yeah,
you can, only 3 days.
You
wow.
can go like 8 days without food, probably.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can make it 3 days without water.
What if,
He doesn't know that.
what if
Clearly.
we tell you to drop your food in water?
Yeah.
No, we're stronger.
Well,
We're bigger than you. So
Are
you
you?
do what we say.
Do you know what I did last week?
No, I don't know what you did.
I used magic.
Kill that one! all 4 of them. All 4 of them.
no!
Yeah, all 4 of them
Why?
pull out their clubs and just go to pummel
Okay.
you.
All right.
You're gonna take a D10 plus 3 damage.
All right. Come on, 1. Fuck.
Oh,
All right,
Hey,
so
guys, because of dice tray size, V camera size, can you center your dice over the logo before you pull them out of the box?
So after the roll, just center it on.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah.
Because I can't see the very edges on the top or the bottom.
Gotcha.
Thanks.
so it's 11. Or no, it's not.
It's 11
3, so it's
damage.
8 because my
Oh,
armor's
because
3.
your armor. Yeah, absolutely.
So all right, that's not bad.
Yeah, that's not bad for the combat. Hasn't even started yet.
Yeah.
I'm sure you'll be fine.
What
So
else could go wrong?
Yeah. No.
all 4 of them are just surrounding Oswald, and they all have just rage in their eyes. Like they know you are the one to kill because you're the magic user.
All right,
Yeah.
I instantly fly into a rage because I have no self-control right now.
Whereas before you would have taken one
I would have
measured
been like,
moment.
I don't know, should I fight him? And right now I'm like, fight him!
Yep.
So I just instantly attack the closest one to me.
Okay. What tactic are you in? Or what thing?
Okay, well, there's a thing about defending that I can never remember how it goes. Okay.
There's a defense action you can
When
take.
I stand in
rather than
defense of a
attacking.
person, item, or location. Okay. All right, I am going to try to stand in defense.
Okay, so instead of hack and slash, you're going to defend.
Yes.
All right, roll plus con.
All right. It's still 2d6, right?
Mhm.
So.
That is an 8.
An 8.
Are you taking your defensive stance or tactics or whatever it is?
So on a 7 to 9, I get to hold 1 to use, but that doesn't have anything to do with my damage.
When you use the defend move, take a 6. Okay, so that only is if you fail.
If I fail my roll.
Okay, so that is your round though. So you have hold 1, and you can spend your hold to do certain things that it says at the bottom.
Okay, well, I am going to open up the attacker to Oswald, giving him +1 forward against the attacker.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Okay. Do you want to go next, Oswald?
Sure.
All right. So
All
you
right.
have +1 if you hack and slash, or do whatever.
Okay.
Or, whatever you want to do.
Well, yeah. So I'm gonna attack.
That one.
Yeah.
This escalated
So
quick.
so she.
I was
Yeah.
hoping that they'd be scared.
All
but
right, no.
No,
They
no, no.
just
They're
became furious.
Yes, so angry. You're a representation of what destroyed this world.
Yeah.
I mean, like for all the like misunderstandings you guys have about like what magic has done and how it's bad or whatever, people who live out in the wastes are even more uninformed about what magic is, and just the general idea of using, like, they probably think, oh, like somebody just one time cast a spell and that destroyed the entire world. Like, they're not thinking about like maybe it was like cumulatively people using it recklessly, or like maybe it's okay. They were just like, no, one spell happened and then everything went to hell. So if another spell gets cast, that could also end the world and kill us all. Like one single spell could do that. Not true, but that's maybe what they think.
So I'm gonna actually take a step back, and I'm gonna use project force. And before I use this, I'm gonna say, "Go magic, go!"
Go magic, go. The very normal chant that
Every mage uses.
Right.
go magic, go.
Go magic, go.
Okay, so here we go. Project force. Damn it.
Oh.
5.
The magic didn't want to go. Wait, +1.
Yeah, it's 5.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah.
You don't have anything else then?
Yeah.
Nope.
I think it's just
It's just your strength
do
is
get-
+1, right?
I do get +1 armor for doing project force, which I haven't been doing, so I should make a note of that.
So so you say,
It's still 6, actually.
okay, 6. So you say, "Go magic, go!" Swing your sword, and
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, it's with that
I gave
+1,
you
so
a
it's
+1.
It's still a failure, but
it's a 6. Yeah,
yeah,
it's a 6.
yeah.
And did you
Unfortunately,
mark
it's
XP
not
for
a
your
7.
failure?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
mark
that's
XP for that failure. So you swing your sword, and a booming concussive wave of force comes out, psionic force.
Yeah.
And it's not quite enough to hurt them, but it is enough that one of like the one giant gets kind of knocked back, and he says, "Force magic, bad!" and just swings at you again.
Okay.
So you're gonna
Bring
take
it.
a D10 damage.
Bring it. Shit.
Oh, shit.
Oh no. Okay, so
oh yeah,
max
sorry, I keep
damage,
forgetting that.
and you can reduce it with your armor.
So it's 10 reduced by 4?
As long as you
Okay.
use, anytime you hack and slash, you'll have that armor
Hey,
bonus.
good thing you had that +1 to your armor.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah. Sure.
as the medic, I've got 2 abilities that I can choose. One is specialist that gives me +1 to spout lore and discern the realities. The other is mark of magic, where once per day I can just magically heal someone 5 HP. But is that cool in this game?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. So How badly are you hurt? Probably pretty badly.
I mean, I'm bloodied, but
I'm actually surprised that you aren't like that amount of damage. I would be so worried, but you seem very nonplussed by it.
I got some up my sleeve as well.
Because I've got
Yeah, I mean if
I can.
well, you can't attack people anyway.
Yeah,
so if you want to, you can. But
I'm just. It's
I'm
like
gonna be all right.
I can automatically just give you 5, or I could roll for a chance to have more than 5. So
whichever one is like less a strain on you. Whichever one's better for just you to use. Okay. Yeah, just do that because I'm gonna be fine.
It's fine. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna first aid. Basically, just go to Oswald and like check him out, and I have to roll. Let's see, plus int 4, 5, 7. So that gives me hold 1, which means I can recover a D8. So you heal.
Nice. Nice.
And it costs you 1 hold per D8, basically.
Yeah. On a 7 to 9, I get 1 hold. On a 10, I get 3 hold, and I can recover a D8 for 1 hold. Cure an unknown disease, poison for 2 hold, or on 3 hold, I can remove 1 debility.
Oh wow.
Nice.
Daryl oftentimes has debilities. Mm-hmm. It is not uncommon. Mm-hmm. It is very common. Actually, is a better way to say it. So, so yeah, these 4 giants are just pummeling Oswald, and your medic comes up and kind of is able to patch him up a little bit. You're still damaged, right? You're not at full hit points.
Yeah, so
you're still decently damaged.
I imagine like his shoulders out, like I'd pop his shoulder back in or something.
Yeah, get back in the fight and
stuff something in his cuts.
Stuff it in the cuts. Tenali Boone shield bashed one of the giant's knees to create an opening for Oswald, but unfortunately Oswald didn't take advantage of it quite enough.
Pay attention.
That's right. Yes, you did come in running saying, knee bash! That's a very clear distinction of what you want from the rest of the party.
I like to scream the action that I'm about to do as I'm like running.
And the rest of the party should know how to react to that.
Right, Kelsey's Denali is gonna knee bash. Everybody look for the opening that she's gonna create.
All right, so we're on to Pitka.
Thrust violently into this combat.
So I think I'm going to try to help Oswald on his next move.
Okay.
We have 1 bond.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
So that's a 4.
Give yourself some more XP.
Yeah, mark XP. Scott is just racing ahead of you guys.
I am so far. I am so much more powerful.
But we just don't get to see it.
Well, and that is, I'm very sorry to see that. It's always good to be able to mark XP, so that's a nice benefit. However, if our chat could be so kind, they could hand out rerolls to people, and then you have a chance to succeed. I would say, chat, please donate rerolls to these people. They're going to need it. Although, also maybe just donate it to these 3, because you're just throwing bad money if you're giving it to Scott. Like,
I'm already powering up.
Although actually maybe he needs it the most. So there's an argument to be made that maybe let's give all the rerolls to Scott.
Sounds to me like Sean doesn't know what y'all should do.
I am so lost as far as what the right thing to do is in this world, guys. Also, these 3 being regular, normal, recurring cast members, they have special things that you can donate for.
Oh, yeah.
And those are detailed along with the other donations in the Google Doc, which says all the different things you can donate for, whether it's their individual donations or Leroy Jenkins or rerolls or whatever else. Don't worry too much about this one, guys. You don't need to donate in this combat because probably they're all just going to die. So let's just get that over with.
Not on my watch. That's one of my moves.
You have really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Not on my watch.
That's pretty cool. When you said your character's name was Doc, I was like, oh, for sure this character is gonna have like a Wyatt Earp accent.
No.
But no, that's
no.
good.
He's inspired by the real life person, Eugene Rowe, portrayed in the HBO miniseries Band of Brothers.
Oh, that's really
Nice.
cool. I never saw Band of Brothers. I
It's
will
so
have.
good.
It's really good.
I'll have to check that out. Is that on streaming service?
It's on HBO Go.
Nice. I think we have HBO Go. My roommate pays for it.
I mean, he never picks up a weapon in the entirety. It's just
Yeah.
the medic.
There's a movie about a conscientious objector coming out in theaters like in a few months about he got the highest accolades possible and never used a weapon.
That's really cool. You got to respect somebody who sticks to their ideals, but still understands that war is important, necessary, and good.
But
Really
most
good.
importantly, literally
Right?
unavoidable.
That's where that guy comes. I assume that's where his viewpoint is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's my viewpoint. Like for sure we can't avoid
I
war.
think that's everybody's view. Like,
Yeah,
who
exactly.
disagrees with that?
Yeah, no, I think we're all on board that war is good.
Yeah.
Good, unavoidable.
the
good
way
and
the
unavoidable.
world works.
Yeah.
Okay, so, are you like psionically trying to aid, or describe how your character is trying to aid Oswald?
Well, I was trying to sense an opening for his next attack and give him some instruction about, like, yell out, oh, that one's gonna, swing his club down left.
God,
It's
you're
hard
trying to
read
tell the
them.
future.
Yeah.
Hard
Okay.
to read them snake brains, though.
It's hard to read snake brains.
Hard to read. They're
They've
very
got
tiny.
them little reptile brains.
Just
And
tiny,
they have-
tiny brains.
Yeah.
Well, they have the one in the head and the one in the tail.
But these ones don't have tails, so they're even dumber
Oh,
than average.
they're at 50% intelligence capacity.
They're at
For a
50%
snake.
of their normal dumb shit brains.
That's right.
The good news is because they have normal dumb shit brains, it is so easy for you to determine what they're going to do next. So you like psionically, or you spend a moment like kind of sensing the future, and you can tell that all four of the giants are going to take a step back. They're all going to grab hands and they're just going to crush like this all around Oswald, and that's definitely what they're going to do. They're all four going to drop their weapons, in fact, to do this move. So Oswald, that's what they're going to do.
They're probably
Okay.
going to sing at the same time.
Yeah, they're all going to spin around in a circle and then just
This is the song
Coming
we
together.
sing when we crush.
Yeah,
exactly.
that's right. Pop
So-
goes the skull cap,
So
and then
now
they
that I
all-
know that, am I able to like react to that or use a move to react to that?
Okay, so
Yes. The short
yes,
answer is yes.
you are absolutely able to do that with that knowledge. Yes.
Okay.
So what do you want to do with that knowledge?
base your action off what you think is going to
Well,
happen.
I'm going to.
You hear Pitka say, "Pitka, they're about to grab hands in a circle and crush you all four together."
Okay, so I'm going to get ready to jump back, but I'm just going to wait for him to grab hands before I use this.
Okay.
Before I
Okay.
use this ability. I'm going to use this ability though. Once
I
they
get it,
grab
yeah.
hands, I'm going to boom do
Okay.
it.
It's going to happen.
Okay. Two of them swing with their clubs. One kicks you, and the other one tries to headbutt you.
Oh no! All right. I take
All right.
it.
Roll me a D10 plus 3.
All right, here we go. This is gonna be awesome when it. Yes.
That's not bad at all, actually.
Oh yeah, but yeah.
You have 4 armor, right?
Yeah, to take nothing.
Ha-ha.
Aha,
Snake
go magic, go.
bitches.
Yeah.
So weirdly, they did not do what he said they were gonna do.
Oh no! All right.
Have they crushed you yet?
He's
Any minute now.
So you can take your action now. We're in a new round, so anybody can take
Okay,
their
so
action.
I'm gonna say go magic, go magic, go, and I'm gonna
Oh, so you're not adding the third go.
go magic, go magic, go.
Okay, cool.
Go
Good.
magic,
Go magic, go.
Go magic, go magic, go. Go magic, go magic,
Go, 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 go.
Magic.
go. Magic, go.
Okay, here we go. I'm gonna use psionic invisibility. It's gonna
Oh.
really freak them out.
Yeah.
Here we go. Please, please.
Everybody at home.
That's plus a 2. That's a 10. That's
Nice.
a 10. Yes,
Go
I did
magic, go magic.
Invisible to every creature near me.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah.
That's the first time I think you've rolled a 10 plus on that, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Oswald was like literally, go magic, go magic, go. And they're like,
Completely invisible.
fuck.
He's doing the running man, but he's
Yeah. But he's invisible.
Yep.
Awesome.
They can see the little puffs of dirt from his feet.
Okay,
And the
so you
running
can, if you want, you can still attack. It'll reveal you if you attack, or you can get out of the middle.
Is anybody? I'm the only one hurt, right?
I think so. Yeah. They've been focusing on you almost exclusively. Well, yeah, no, exclusively.
It's also my job to take damage. So I'm gonna get behind the one that talked. And
The
I'm
leader?
gonna try to I'm gonna get behind him and try to what am I? I'm using I'm using a halberd.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna try to just put that blade right into the middle of his back if I
Right
can
between
reach
the
it.
shoulder blades.
Right between the shoulder blades.
All right, roll me a hack and slash.
That's what you get for opening your dumb mouth.
Actually, even better. Can I get back as far as I can for the distance of project force?
Yeah, so you're like 30 feet back.
Yeah, and then I'm going to use project force
Yep.
on him.
Oof.
Here we go.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
That's a solid roll.
Boom.
So you guys hear literally a sonic boom, and you see Oswald just swinging his halberd from 30 feet away, and this cacophony booms along, hits the giant right in the middle of his back, and just tumbles into the other three giants, and they all just fall to the ground. Roll your damage.
Okay. There we go. So that's 5.
All right, the leader that he just hit.
Second round.
I'm
We
gonna try
finally
to
hit
take
them.
my.
We hit them. Yeah.
Second round, landed a hit.
So the leader, I'm gonna try to take his head off.
Wow. That is a very quick escalation. All right.
This whole thing for me has been quick escalation.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I'm not in control of my faculties.
Although you feel like you've never been so smart.
Right. I feel like
Which
I'm
is
doing
true.
a great job.
Yeah, you're like, oh God, I'm killing it.
Things have never been more yellow. I mean clear. All right, well, I hit the shit out of him.
Yeah, 10 plus.
So
D12 damage. Wow.
Oh,
11 damage.
Okay. Yeah, that's enough to. So you actually literally do decapitate.
Yes,
the
that's
leader.
exactly
Yeah,
what I wanted to happen. And I grab his head, and I look at
Snake
the other,
head.
his snake head, and I look at the other three, and I say, "This was not our intention when we got here, but we will decapitate all the other three, y'all, unless you surrender."
Deliver that again, but keep in mind that the snake head is like this big.
Okay, so,
So
then
instead of
I'll
you're like,
Captain Morgan's my foot on
Okay,
it.
yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Captain Morgan's my foot on
Yep.
it.
So you Captain Morgan's
Same line.
Same line. Good deal. Yeah. Yeah, you like go to like pick it up like you would normally
all,
pick up a severed head, and you're like, oh wait, never mind.
All like it was totally meant to happen that way. I was like, I'm gonna pull your hair just because I hate you.
And then you're like, oh shit, there's no hair.
there's no hair on a snake.
What do we do?
Stupid hairless snake.
That's your biggest problem with this
Yeah.
situation is that
I'm
these
just
snakes
so
do not have
mad
hair.
about these hairless snakes.
Can I parlay?
Yeah. I think you've got leverage.
Yeah.
I mean, we decapitated.
Yeah,
their leader.
decapitation counts as leverage.
And okay, so I'm going to say to them, listen, I didn't want this. I told you we didn't have food to share, and we asked you to leave, and clearly we have strength. You said the strongest one can take what they want. Well, clearly we do. We have someone who's clearly magical, doing stuff, and we
Doing stuff.
Doing things?
doing stuff.
This is,
You've seen his
dangerous
magic
stuff?
for yourself. I will give you this one opportunity to leave and go about your business, and no further harm will come to any of you. So let's see, parlay is charisma. So it's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Because
Okay.
I have a +1 as long as I'm not doing harm to people.
Nice.
So that's
Yeah,
it.
you have not done harm to anybody.
Yeah.
The three of them. God, God damn, yeah, they're kind of in a bad spot now. I wish they weren't, but it started out so good for them.
Yeah, well,
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 now it's not
Yeah,
good.
Now it's not.
the three of them just turn around and run. And they turn tail. Turn tail and run.
yes.
And actually, as they run, you're like, oh, they do have tails.
They do have a little brain down there.
Yep.
And eyelids.
Yeah, and they definitely have eyelids. And they're not even like interior like snake eyelids. They're
just, like,
regular
regular
like human eyelids.
on a snake head. Yeah.
Yep.
They've got lashes. That's the one place they do have hair.
Yep. Yeah,
They
do
just
have.
have
Yeah, they have
eyelashes.
listen, they
They
have
have
eyelids.
And
gorgeous
chest
eyelashes.
and chest patches.
No, the only hair they have is their eyelashes on their eyelids, which definitely exist on snakes.
they were so stupid. They thought I was using magic. Also, did you see this? I wrote that. I'm so smart.
Oswald and I are over here like chest bumping each other.
Are you okay? You got beaten pretty hard. Are you okay?
No, I was good.
You want some more of that powder, Oswald?
You got it. You got. Oh, yeah. I'm fine. I'm fine. I just had to take a few hits, but our mind game worked with him. Our mind game. We're just way smarter.
Yeah, you woke him up. You woke him up.
They're woke.
Do you want me to maybe like wrap some of those cuts or something?
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. I'll take it.
Yeah,
I'll take it.
Let him stuff some stuff in your cuts, Oswald.
Let's see, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's yeah, I can give you another D8.
Cool. That'll probably put me in full. Yeah, it's gonna put me in full.
Shabam.
Yep. Boom. Thank you.
Shabooey.
Yeah,
Shabooey.
that's what you get, snakes.
Okay, so the rest of the trip goes uneventfully. Yeah, there's like a couple of times you can like off in the distance kind of see the snakes like kind of following you and
They're looking, and then
Like-
we turn and they go.
yeah, and then they quickly duck back down underneath like a sand dune.
They're giants, so I
Right.
assume that doesn't
It
really
doesn't
hide
work
them.
Not very
super
well.
well.
Yeah, they're not super stealthy.
That's why they need the eyelashes, though. All this sand,
Exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
it protects their eyeballs from the
Their eyeballs.
their eyeballs, which are covered with lids. So yeah, so you reach your destination. You see this melting mud palace, which was a very common form of construction for half giants. They generally built things out of mud. That was kind of the standard thing. In fact, it's very normal for other cultures too to build things out of mud in Dark Sun.
Okay. Well,
I appreciate the architecture.
It's very, they were really in love with towers. There's like more towers than is necessary.
Look at all these towers. It's
Yeah,
amazing.
there's like the standard like kind of towers on the corners, and then there's interior towers, and then like you'll see like a balcony, and then the balcony has a tower on it. So there's a lot of towers.
Look how big that tower is. Oh, that one's bigger. Oh, wait. That's what I'm doing the whole time.
so many towers.
Half giants are awesome. Yeah.
It makes sense that you're
I mean,
so
you're
obsessed with the towers.
You're back in your ancestral homeland.
exactly, yeah.
This is a big deal.
So that's
As you approach the mud ruins, there's very weathered but just barely recognizable grave markers all around the ruins. At this point, you can't even really make out the writing on them anymore, but you can tell, it's very clearly a graveyard for probably half giants.
Is there like a half giant religion?
It's been, if there was, it's been lost in
It's
time. There's
ancient,
no,
yeah.
there's no one believes in gods anymore.
Yeah.
There's no, the idea, people have this general notion that gods maybe at one point did maybe exist, but when the apocalypse happened, whatever it is that created this world, that was such clear proof that the gods left this world.
Okay.
And they abandoned Athos.
I'm gonna do like into my chest and like do a bow, like sign of respect to the whole graveyard.
You actually you get a brief vision that these other three don't see. And some spectral half giants literally stand out of the ground, out of their graves, and bow back at you, and then melt back into the ground.
Shit.
He's like over by himself. We just hear him like start to freak out. We're like, what?
Yeah, no, there's nothing over there. I mean, you see
I didn't
grave
see
markers.
anything.
We didn't see anything.
You didn't see? Okay. Must mean that I'm the special one. Okay. All right. I
Yeah,
understand.
sure, that's what it means.
Yeah,
I understand.
definitely what it means. 100%.
I was cursed with magic, so I could get rid of it. I'm the chosen one. I'm the one that's meant to rid this world of magic. I know now. Okay.
As you leave the graveyard and start walking back towards the ruins, you actually hear whispers in your head. You hear, "The mages are what killed us. If there were no mages, we would still be the Empire."
I know.
Oh my goodness.
I know.
You're not telling me anything I don't already know. This is new information.
Here, you know.
I know. I'm gonna kill them all.
I know.
I know.
I'll take care of that.
I'm just terminating.
They're gonna pay. They're gonna pay.
Gonna kill them all.
They're gonna kill him.
They're all gonna laugh at you.
So you get up to the ruins, and it's you would describe this as surprisingly well kept. It's pretty clean. There's still like an archway, a door to enter this structure. As you go inside, there's no door, but there's an archway. As you go inside, it's pretty clear most of the above has kind of fallen apart and crumbled, so there's not really much here. But there is very clearly at one point was probably like a nice door with stairs, but it's just kind of a hole that goes down into the ground, into some sort of a dungeon or prison or whatever it was that they had in this
Is
building.
that the hole you're talking about?
The half giant looks at you.
I forgot he was with us.
It's
He's watching this whole thing like, these guys are crazy.
He has said nothing. You have been traveling for 19 days, and he has said not one word.
Guys trying to steal our food.
He doesn't
Oswald
speak
and I are
unless
just like,
spoken.
Yeah. He did take up his weapon to fight back against the giants, but did not say anything during that time. And then after it was over, just like looked at each of you individually and was like, and then just started walking.
Onward.
Onward, exactly.
Imagine it's like a quest NPC in WoW. It's like we go to fight and he runs off to fight,
Right.
and
Yeah.
then he runs back to where he started,
And then begins
continues
walking
his
again.
path
Yeah, and does not reference what just happened at
Right.
all. No,
Because nothing just happened.
nothing just
This is all
happened.
fine.
Yeah, everything is fine. That's a hole.
Is that the hole?
Wow.
Guys, he doesn't know.
I checked the paper.
Yeah, it says it has very clear.
This is
This is the hole.
Yeah, at the bottom it says P.S. Yes, this is the hole.
Yeah. It says you are there.
All right, checks out.
Okay.
The we
Let's
are
go
here
down
is right by
into
the
another
hole.
hole.
Yeah.
All right.
If we're doing marching order, I'll go first.
The other half giant raises his hand and says, "I'll go first."
Oh.
Oh,
Okay.
he wants
well,
to go first.
All right. I'll go second.
Do you want first?
I did want first, but how bad do you want first?
Lots.
Lots? Yeah. Okay. You want it more than me.
I only wanted it
I wanted it a little
sorta.
bit. Yeah.
I wanted it like this much, but he wants it that much.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, he
You
holds
know.
up his hand and says, "This much."
okay. Okay. How about we alternate? You take this one. Next hole we go in, I'll go first.
No, let's talk next time.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Let's not make any plans. Let's
I'm
not say anything in
I'm
stone
afraid
now.
of committing.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'm comfortable with that plan.
You're talking about you're saying memory. You're
Yeah.
saying big time memory.
Yeah. Okay.
Not
Okay.
good.
You go first. You go first.
Don't remember.
Okay.
It's like, what are you gonna do if you try to remember?
Nothing.
Oh,
The
hard,
bad-
hard to do.
No
Bad
need to remember.
things.
No.
So he goes walking down into the hole in the ground.
Stomp, stomp,
Stomp,
stomp.
stomp, stomp. It's it's only one level down, so about 10 feet down. What used to be stairs at this
You
point. is
call
just
this a hole?
this no hole. This I would call
This is like a pit.
where we call this. I don't know what we call this.
A pit?
No, not you. We.
Oh.
This is us.
Hey.
What we call this?
It's like an underground cave.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like an underground cave.
He'll go with underground cave, but he ain't gonna let me say pit.
This art thing.
Yeah.
He just giant splained her.
That's cool. I mean, I'm a strong fighter too, but y'all can ignore me. That's fine. Whatever, Oswald. I thought we were friends.
No, it's
Whatever, I'll
no,
take the
it's
back.
okay. It's,
I'm going last,
It's-
everybody, because Oswald doesn't want me
No,
up front anymore. Because
it's
he's
not
got a
your
new
fault.
friend.
you're a mule. It's a half.
Oh, I'm a mule.
So you call it a pit, we call it underground cave.
It's okay to be different.
Yeah, it's okay. It's fine. You wanted to know what half giants called it.
Yeah, all right.
We call it. Oh, I remember. We call it look dark.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I never would have thought of that.
Everything looks dark.
Right. All right, get into the look dark.
Okay, I go look dark first. So he goes walking down the hallway, and just moments later, you hear just horrible screaming from him. Ah! And you hear a spatter of blood against the wall, and you see his head come rolling back down the
Oh,
hallway towards you guys.
no.
Penitent. Man, my pain.
Oh, what happened?
No.
He looks very peaceful. His head looks very peaceful.
He died how he lived, looking
Without
at dark.
thinking it, yeah, look dark.
My friend. That's
Well,
all I say.
I mean, could have been you, Oswald.
Yeah.
I'm-
And if I still had the curse, it should have been me, but I
It
don't have the
wasn't,
curse
'cause you're
anymore.
cured
I'm
now.
cured of it, so.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for that. I'm sorry about the whole naming of the whole incident.
It's all right.
You know. Okay.
I get it.
Okay.
He's a half giant. I'm
well-
just a mule.
Hey, but you're my friend. I've known you longer, so.
Okay.
That's all it takes. I've known you longer.
I'm known you longer. That means you're better.
Do we have like a light source?
Yeah, you've got a torch. He did not. But
He just went
Well,
in.
he was trying to look in the dark, and you can't.
A man is dead. Why are we making light of this?
We
because
didn't really
we have
know
to be
him.
able to see.
I mean, that's funny coming from Pitka.
I mean, granted, yes, that is funny coming from
I'm gonna do to his head. I'm gonna do the.
Oh,
you bow to it.
you bowed
Okay,
his
so
head.
you bow to a severed head.
Yep.
It's a half giant way.
Yeah, it is the half giant way. That's true.
He can't argue with facts.
At least his spirit's with his ancestors or whatever.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
he
yeah,
died
exactly.
in his homeland.
In its natural environment.
Right.
And he was ready to die.
Yeah.
He
He
said,
said
it
that
before. Yeah.
before we left.
He
Yeah.
didn't want to make it, and he didn't want to make long-term plans.
He was.
You guys, this is starting to look really, really dark.
I feel like it's what he wanted all along.
He just walked forward like 15
And he's like,
feet,
that looks
enough-
like a trap.
Yeah, enough so that you wouldn't be able to see him anymore. He sees like slicing blades, and he's like,
So, I think what I might do, I might get my torch out, and then I might try to use my psionic invisibility.
Okay. All right.
Like,
well,
and I know that you'll still see my torch, but still.
yeah, it's okay.
It's a floating torch.
It's a floating
Wait, but
torch.
if the torch is invisible with him,
The fire goes invisible too.
Wait, but I don't know if it's going to turn it. Okay, well, we'll find out.
We'll find out.
Here we go.
all the light is also.
That's
Aw.
bad. That's a 5. And I lose psionic invisibility until I meditate.
Oh no.
Mark XP. That's
We did.
That's good
Got
though.
it. Got
Got
it.
an XP out of it. So Oswald grabs a torch, lights the torch, steps forward, and that's all that happens. He just takes one step forward, still holding a lit torch, and then nothing.
Okay, so
nothing.
I'm gonna go into the hole, but cautiously.
Yeah, the look dark.
Yeah.
But
No,
you
look
know.
dark. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
Into the look dark.
Yeah, so you step forward into the look dark, but now it's not a look dark anymore.
So
now it's now it's a
Look dim.
yeah, it's a look dim.
okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then a normal hallway with full light is just called a look-see
Right. Yeah.
for
Oh,
half
just
giants.
head on down
Yeah.
the look see.
Head on down the look-see.
Turn left at the look dim. Past the look dark until you get to the look see again.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's where the dining hall is.
That's where the dining hall is.
If you
welcome to Half Giant University. we have some really cool breakout
It's
sessions
all right
later.
that you're getting lost. We all get lost our first year. You'll figure it out.
If you make it to the look squint, then you've gone too far,
Right.
and you gotta turn around.
Nobody ever goes in there.
So you walk forward, and it is about 12 feet until you come across the eviscerated corpse of your half-giant friend, who clearly stepped on a trap. And you actually see you see magical runes all around, and they're just beginning to dim.
There's magic down here. That's
There
what I say
is
to all
no
of
question
you.
about it.
I'm gonna like put the torch in front of me like this. See if anything happens. I'm guessing it doesn't.
Nope, nothing happens.
Uh-oh. Can I ready what is it called? Where you can I ready defy danger dexterity? Like, can I
So
ready
you're just
that?
you want to like just step
I'm-
forward, immediately jump back?
Well, no, can I just be like, I'm ready to roll anywhere?
You are
Like Indiana Jones, like.
you are on guard.
On guard,
Yeah,
yes.
you are on guard. You're ready for anything. So
Okay, I step forward, yeah.
as you step forward, you get a brief. These runes are fading, but you get a very brief sensation of magic that is all around you. And you get a vision of just whirling blades all around. And you actually see what happened to your half-giant friend as those blades just tear him apart. But the magic has left these runes, and it was deactivated somehow.
So I know this. I know that it's gone.
Absolutely.
Okay. So I'm gonna.
what does your magic sense tell you, Oswald?
It's gone. It's gone.
Your magic sense or the magic that was
No.
in this room?
Since I was cursed, I have a magic sense.
Oh, that's a side effect.
I didn't tell
a,
you.
a lingering side effect.
I didn't tell you this, but when I bowed at the graveyard,
Right.
I saw the spirits of half giants bow back, and that's my magic sense.
What?
Yes.
You saw giant ghosts bow back at you
Yes, it's my magic sense.
in the graveyard?
I'm special.
Oswald, I don't even know what to say to that other than just, wow.
Yeah, I'm
All right.
special. I'm meant for something. Okay, I'm going to continue. Yeah.
Destiny be calling you.
Yes.
So you move forward, and this section is very clearly a prisoner, a jail. You see the remnants of bars. At this point, most of them are broken. It's just kind of like half bars sticking out of the ground and some from the ceiling, but most of these bars have rusted out and been broken over time. But yeah, it's pretty clear this had capacity for a lot of people. You go down, it takes you 10 minutes to walk by all of the cells in this prison. Nothing to speak of in any of the cells. They're all empty. Definitely some sort of, as you're walking through, you can just sense magic all around you. You see each cell has like a little magical rune above it, and you see every 10 feet or so, you see a panel with corresponding symbols.
Every time I pass one of these, I point at him and say, magic, 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 magic.
Oh, that looks like magic. There's magic right there. There's some more magic over there. Guys, that's magic.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm pointing out all the magic.
Oswald, we are lucky to have you
Yes.
to point out the evils of the magic.
Yeah.
Yes.
So for 10 minutes,
We walk down this
as
hallway.
you walk through this prison,
Oswald.
Oswald says magic.
Magic. Magic.
Really once every probably 3 or 4 seconds.
It's like walking
for
through
10 minutes
walking through a
straight.
department store with a small child. And
Right.
It's like, that's pretty. That's pretty. That's ugly. That's pretty.
Right, except for it is only one word.
And then it's just magic. Magic.
Yeah.
Magic.
With no real no special enunciation, or it's very monotone every single time. Magic, 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 magic. Just like a recognition that this thing exists.
Yeah.
For 10
For 10
straight
minutes. Straight.
Which he's now going to reenact for us.
Which is
And
10 minutes?
go.
yeah, which is
Magic, 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 magic.
okay. This,
I'll do it.
yeah, no. I know that you would have committed to that all the way, but I could not let it go.
It's like,
I have some sort of responsibility here. Yeah, I'm sorry. I have some sort of responsibility to actually not let you do it.
Oh,
Okay.
that made me happy.
Yeah. As you reach the end of the cells, you actually you see 2 very large statues guarding a door.
What kind of statues?
They look like they're wearing armor, like warriors of some sort.
Well, I'm gonna do the thing.
Oh right.
And my other
Yes!
Sorry, I forgot. That's your. Yeah.
He has to do some magic thing.
As long as he's not looking at it, he's safe.
Yeah.
So
That's one of my favorite things.
try to touch
Yes.
the shield of the.
Okay, so
Statue.
you reach forward, you put your hand on the shield of one of these warriors. Make me a defy danger.
Uh-oh.
Let's see. Is it possible to use wisdom on this with my mental fortitude? No.
No, not for this. I'll
Okay.
tell you what's happening. So you put your hand on the shield, and immediately you feel a magical force of electricity electrify all the way down your arm, and just electrocute you for a moment.
Okay.
Looks like that was magic.
Oh man. Freaking me out. I'm gonna use strength by powering through.
So you're gonna keep your hand on that shield and just power through.
Yeah. Here we
Great
go.
idea.
Probably the way to go.
Probably.
Especially with electricity.
Medically,
Keeping
I
your
can't
hand there for
recognize
as long
that.
as possible is how you win with electricity.
Right.
Here we go. Oh.
See, I told you.
Boom! I'm
Oswald is just like,
special.
you are special.
Okay. Okay, yeah. So you reach forward, put your hand on the shield, and it starts electrocuting you. You then push your hand harder against the shield, and then grab a hold of the shield and throw the shield down the hallway, and you take no damage.
That was the coolest thing I've ever
I'm
seen.
going to say, don't touch those.
As that happens, both statues come to life.
Oh.
One without a shield,
Well,
so
fuck that guy.
the good news is one of them is going to have lower armor than the other one because it doesn't have it has no shield, so that's
Don't
cool.
got a shield.
But you actually roll me a Defy Danger Constitution.
Okay. That's not good. That's a 5.
You feel sick to your stomach, and you
Uh-oh.
feel like
Is your Constitution 0?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
yeah, not great. He is the tank. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
None of us
the
are-
healer.
Wait.
Yeah.
Wait. If it's a 12, it's 0?
No, it should be at 12. It's
12
0.
is 0
Oh,
for
okay.
this.
So it's
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little different from D&D. So you feel sick to your stomach, and you feel like a little bit of that magic might have gotten into you.
Oh no!
Contaminated again. Oh.
I've still got some of that powder.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm gonna need that after this.
I still got some of that powder, but I'm gonna need
It's
some.
fine.
in
I got
return.
some. Don't worry. I got more of it. I'll share it.
Fear of magic is gonna turn me into an addict.
Too late for me, I fear.
We'll start initiative. You guys see two huge statue golems in front of you. They're very, very tall, talking like 12 feet tall, like to the tops of the ceiling. One of them
And they're
has a
made
shield.
of stone.
Oh.
They're made of stone.
With that, did I get a disability with that?
A debility.
Or debility?
Let's be PC.
Okay, I'm
right?
sorry.
Daryl.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
No, you do not get a debility
Okay.
because, just to be clear, this magical sickness that I'm describing does not exist.
Oh,
it's not real.
It's not a real debility.
Yeah,
But
okay.
but
I'm convinced.
But
But-
Oswald is not nearly as sick as he thinks he is.
Oswald feels ill. No one else notices anything wrong.
yeah, he looks exactly the same as always. But you know that the magical sickness has once again infected you.
You are fine. You're no Pitka.
Yeah.
You keep saying that. But I'm fine, you guys.
Listen, I know Pitka. I worked with Pitka, and you are no Pitka.
Okay. All right.
Anybody who would like to go can go.
I'm going to. He's standing right in front of me, the one without a shield, right?
Absolutely.
So I'm going to hack and slash. Here we go. And that's pretty good. 5. And I add strength, so that's a 9.
Okay, so so this one doesn't have a shield, which is good. So you're able to kind of get in and land a strike with your booming blade against it. Unfortunately, it has its own weapon, and as you're coming in, you realize that it's just about to stick you in the side. No way for you to avoid it if you're going to hit it as well. So do you want to trade damage with it?
I'm trading damage.
All right, so roll your damage, and then you're going to take higher of 2d6.
Okay. That's 4 damage on him, and then I'm going to take roll bad. Ooh. Oh, that's pretty good, yeah. So a 3.
Okay, so you
And I take no damage.
So you take no damage because you're armored.
Yes.
It looks like the hit that you landed on the golem just barely scratched
All right,
it.
all
It
right.
technically scratched it, but just barely.
All right.
Who's next? Anyone?
Well, I'm gonna try to blast the weapon that he stabbed him with. I'm gonna try to hit it with a telekinetic strike and try to disarm. And that's an 8.
There we go. Scott's starting to get it figured out, guys. No
I
failures.
just barely didn't fail.
That's we call that a Pitka success.
Looks like somebody's had a Pitka success.
So you're able to so you're trying to knock the weapon away.
Yeah.
Okay, so roll your damage for the telekinetic strike.
Which is a 3.
Okay, so it doesn't actually land any damage on it, but the weapon actually does go scattering off to the side. The one with no shield or the one with a shield?
The one that was stabbing him.
Okay, gotcha. So this one actually also is now going to only be rolling, we'll say 1d8 damage instead of 2d6. So yeah, that's your turn. Who's next?
Knee bash!
Oh, not being creative. Like, that worked last time. Let's do that again.
No, actually, I want to try to maybe slide between its legs.
Mm-hmm. Come up behind it.
Stab it in behind.
Nice.
Stab it in the
stab
behind.
in the butt.
I'm gonna get him in his butt.
So this is a butt, or is it a taint stab?
No, it's definitely in his butt.
Okay. All right, roll me a hack and slash.
All right.
Whoa!
Right in his butt. All right, I don't know why I just did that.
because you needed to.
Yeah.
Because that was the most appropriate reaction to.
Right in his butt.
I am a mature adult
Successful possible.
and also a
backstabbing.
lady. All right.
Okay, so
All right, I hit him in his butt.
so you successfully stab directly between the cheeks of the golem, and you wonder, you're like, oh, why did they design these things to have butts?
Why do these golems have butt cheeks? I don't know, but I should
Is-
probably aim in between them.
Yep, and you definitely get it right in what I would call its golem brown eye. So roll your damage.
All right. A D12?
A d12.
A 6.
All right.
Okay, are you focusing on the same one these two were focusing on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Poor golem.
Poor golem.
Someone ripped his shield out of his hand, flung his sword out of his hand, and then stabbed him in his bum.
Yep,
He's having a great day.
yep. That golem starfish, yo.
Which can't have been armored.
Did
It
everyone
definitely
know
wasn't.
that the pucker of your butthole is as unique as your fingerprints?
Where could you have possibly read that?
And why do you need to know that?
I'm just saying, if you guys wanted to know.
Okay.
Everybody has a nice little brown snowflake.
Where did you hear that? I have to know what source, or did you just decide that?
I don't know, y'all look it up.
But the thing is now.
I am not typing how unique are buttholes into my Google search.
They are unique.
Why
But
not?
the thing is now, if somebody else says it that's watching, then when people say, "Where'd you hear that?" they'll be like, "Saving throw."
Yeah.
That's where we heard it.
Yeah, that's the great thing about
The
making
very
up facts.
delicate flower that's on saving throw.
Yeah.
She told me.
That's what we're here for. We are
You're
here
welcome.
we're here to help. We're here to let people know all of the information that's out there in the world.
Just helping everybody get to know their bodies.
What the
you know?
Dark Sun darlings do.
The dark sun, darling.
It's a lot funnier when Jordan's here because he hates it
Yeah,
so
he
much.
Hates it.
All right. Who is next? I think actually it's just Doc.
Yeah.
I got his butt.
I'm gonna spout lore and say that after a severe stabbing in the rectum, living statues tend to be weakened and
As is
take more
usual.
damage.
Yeah, I like it. Oh,
7.
technically true.
Yeah. Actually, you actually remember, you hear Doc shout, "Focus on the rectum! It's their weak spot!" Which is absolutely true. Unfortunately, it also enrages them. Golems,
Which is understandable.
yeah, golems.
They're butt berserkers.
They are butt berserkers. Well, actually, I believe they go butt berserk.
Oh, they go butt
They
berserk.
go
You're
butt
right.
berserk.
I'm sorry, I
Butt-zerkers.
misspoke.
They're butt-zerkers.
I misspoke. Butt zerkers.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the golem goes butt zerk.
Oh,
And immediately just starts wildly flailing all over.
I mean, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Of course. So make me a defy danger, both of you, as the golem just wildly swinging its stone limbs all around.
Not its shield or its sword, though.
They don't have those
It doesn't
anymore.
have
Sorry.
Jeez.
Wow.
I'm like, yeah, try to get me.
All I do is win.
Win.
Stab
You
him
know-
in his butt.
This isn't smart, but role-playing wise, I feel like this is what I'm going to do.
Okay.
Using
That's the story
That's-
of most of Daryl's
You
characters.
don't ever need to hedge anything you do with that.
So I'm going to use con by enduring.
Yep.
Okay, 7.
Okay, so you're going to take a D8 damage from this
Alright.
wild flailing of stone arms.
I like to imagine that to evade, I had to leave my sword impaled
Yeah,
in between
yeah.
the
As
cheeks.
you roll away,
Yeah.
you see
So
your.
now he's like
your-
MacGruber with the celery stick, but it's my sword.
But he's weakened now.
Yeah.
And he's also weakened.
Weakened.
So I'm
Yep.
going to take 4 damage from that.
Okay. There's actually you remember, Daryl, that there's actually a among half giants. There's this mythology. There's like this ancient story about the person who's strong enough to pull the sword out of out of the golem's rectum. Yeah,
I mean, myths are weird, you know.
yeah. Myths are
Okay,
weird,
and
but
that sword is on the ground, correct?
no, the sword her
It
sword is
is
stuck inside the golem.
Wedged in the cheek.
It's wedged in the
Oh.
cheeks. There's an ancient story about removing a sword from a golem's
You know-
rectum.
Oh.
They did not call them the grim fairy tales for no reason.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah, they're
They're
very dark.
grim.
And is
Yeah.
it my turn?
It could
I
be.
mean,
yeah.
or is it our
It's-
turn?
Yeah, everybody, we're back up to
Well,
fresh.
I'm doing that.
All right, all right. So you
I
go
mean, you
to
have to, basically.
yeah,
Yeah.
So you roll you roll underneath and attempt to pull the sword
Yes.
back. All right,
Here we go.
make me a strength roll.
Strength. Oh, I'm failing so much.
Okay,
That's
so-
a 4.
All right.
He's clinching.
Can I?
Yeah.
Can I?
It's okay. He's clinching.
So
You got
Oswald,
another chance.
Yeah.
Oswald just pulls as hard as he can, and there's no give. That sword is just being clenched very tightly
This
by
guy's
the
got
golem
a-
butt.
He's
And
got
I-
a
okay,
very
so I'm marking.
strong
Yeah.
sphincter.
And you mark failure. So as you're pulling the sword, it's just not coming out, and you realize maybe you can get a better grip if you like grab the sides of the hilt to pull down, and the golem just starts shaking its butt wildly. The golem starts twerking, and unfortunately your hands just get cut to shit by trying to pull the sword out. So you don't get armor for this, and you're going to take a D8 damage as your hands get cut.
Yes!
Nice.
Oh,
That's best case scenario there.
I wasn't ready to roll either. It just like came out of my hand. I'm like, oh no.
the dice is like, I got this.
Yeah.
All right. So who's next? And you're still holding on though.
Okay.
Even though it cut up your hands, you're still holding on to the sword
As
and
I
the stone.
would do.
Well,
Well,
how are you going to contribute to this fight?
I told you a story about golems.
About golem butts.
Right,
Yeah.
you did.
Uh,
That's how we knew we were on the right track.
Yeah. Yeah. He said go for the exhaust port.
Does Pitka need to go?
Pitka or
I'm trying to decide how I can be most helpful.
Did you
Which
went
I
this
think-
round?
no.
Oh, okay.
It's
Oh.
a new round, so you
Yeah,
can go.
yeah.
All right.
Or Doc can go, or Pitka can go.
I mean,
Any of you three can go.
Okay.
I'll just use my mark of healing and give you 5 HP.
Cool, thank you. I'm back. That
He's
puts
just
me right
watching-
at full.
You're
Yeah.
watching this going, I am feeling like I don't really know why I came on this journey.
Sax, I really hope that goes up on our Facebook page.
I put it on. I put it on the chat already.
Nice.
I made one of those. You got any more of them memes
Yeah.
for magic curse cures?
Nice.
Yep. So it's crackhead Dave Chappelle.
Yes. I love it. Saving the day, one bump at a time.
Oswald, you're not actually hurt. It's all in your mind.
Oh, it's a curse. It's a curse.
You still feel cursed.
Yeah, I'm cursed again.
It's weird.
I'm gonna try to offer aid to Tenna by giving her another opening telling her when there's gonna be an opening for her.
Wow.
Yeah. Stab another opening, am I right?
Yep.
Oh no. So actually, you.
I'm comfortable with it.
Yeah. So you actually know that the golem with the sword in its butt. It's actually about to release the sword. It's about to let it go. So
It's about to lose its faculties.
it's about to lose not just the sword, but whatever golem's poop is also going to be coming out. So
Someone spout lore about what golem poop is.
maybe that's not necessary.
Oh, I think you're underestimating us.
Yeah, I am.
Well, you're the only one that hasn't gone this round, so if you want to.
Oh.
Yeah.
So what's it
you
doing?
know that the sword is about to it's not about to like fall out, but you like he definitely Pitka lets you know like the sword is about to be a little loose. So you'll be able to pull it out.
Okay. Or,
Okay.
Push it back in.
yeah.
Oh no.
Hold on. That was almost my idea. My real idea was knee bash
Oh,
and
right.
try to get him to fall on his bum
Oh, so you're gonna take.
onto already lodged sword.
Oh god, that's awful.
I know.
Yeah, roll me a hack and slash.
Okay.
Vlad the Impaler style.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
very. I'm being a horrible person today.
Plus strength.
8,
Okay.
Plus his 1.
Yep.
9.
All right, so you go running in, and you actually just do this and knock out both of its legs, like literally cracking the legs.
Oh.
So that you've removed the bottom section of the legs from
I
the
am
golem.
so strong.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that means that the golem is falling onto
On
you.
me, right.
So the sword definitely stabs further into this thing. This has gotten so out of bad. But it falls onto you. This is gonna hurt real bad as
Okay.
this entire thing falls on you.
I deserve it. It's fine.
It's gonna be the higher of 2d10,
Okay.
and then roll your damage against the golem.
And is the golem weakened?
Okay.
Oh yeah. So you're gonna roll the higher of 2d12. So you're gonna get advantage on your damage,
Okay.
as well as it's gonna have the same against you, but less.
Okay. So this is the
Your damage.
damage to said
This is the
golem.
butt damage.
Well,
Okay, so I
Nice.
think we know what you
8 or an 8.
were supposed to roll.
And this is my damage. I mean, should I re-roll that one?
Yeah, that
It's
one's
kind
Yeah,
of-
that was
Yeah.
fucked.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Pretty much the same.
6 and
Yeah.
5.
So you take 6
So I
damage.
take 6 damage.
You can
Oh,
reduce it by
wait,
your
that was
armor, though.
so not nice. Never mind.
So I take 3 damage, but I had a yellow hit point from Bakwan.
Oh, nice.
Boom.
So I actually
thank
only
you for the
take
donation,
2
Bakwan.
damage. All right. Worth it.
Yeah, you're in great shape. You've got a golem which is not dead, but is very badly hurt, laying on top of you. No weapon, no shield. And the other
Sword
no
in
legs.
its butt.
and no legs. Sword in it, still sword in its butt, but just much deeper in its butt now. The sword is all the way up to the hilt, actually.
Oh my god.
So Daryl, your hands are actually
Okay.
a little inside,
In there,
a little
okay.
inside of the golem.
All right.
Which might make it easier to pull out.
Yeah.
It could, yeah. I think Doc hasn't gone yet.
No, whatever.
Eric is really happy.
Oh, that's
he
right. You
came today.
healed.
Yeah,
you gave hit points.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. And you assisted Tenali Boone, or you aided Tenali Boone with a psychic vision. All of that
Which
just
this
happened.
is what I saw.
Yeah, all of that you happened 100%. Yeah, like the rest of you are seeing this happen. You're like, oh, and you're like, and well, I guess you can't see it, but you're like, I know what's happening.
You're like, I saw this happening.
Yeah.
Do you ever think in your head, it's probably going a lot better than it is right now?
Right.
Well, the beautiful thing is that sometimes it's right and sometimes it's wrong. But as far as I'm concerned, it's
It's
always
It's
always
all
right.
right.
Yep. That's guys. That's the great thing about being blind.
You're
You
right
can
about
just
everything.
decide. Yeah, you can just decide what reality is. And if anybody argues with you, then just be like, I saw it in my brain.
Yeah.
Okay.
Argue that.
So the one golem is very badly injured. The other one is fresh, and
and
But does he still want to fight? Is the question.
they're golems, so they're not bothered by this at all. They don't have all the crazy butt sword hang-ups that you guys have.
I
Um,
mean,
Another hit point to Tenna from Farquaad.
Hey, yay!
Thank you, Farquaad.
Farquaad.
So you're now at 24 out of 25, right?
Yeah, I am.
Nice.
Thanks.
Thank you, Farquaad. Yeah, so the fresh golem actually is going to is gonna go up to Tenna and try and stab you while you're trapped underneath this thing. So what do you guys do?
I'm gonna stand in defense of Tenna then. 6,
Pretty
7,
good roll.
9, 10 plus con. So it'll be 10, which con is 0. So it gives me hold 3, which so when things happen I'll
Spend
use
the
that.
hold.
Yeah.
Cool. Who's next?
So, did you say that like there's just a legend of me pulling out the sword? And what does
I
do
never
we-
said you pulling out the sword.
I want to go back to this butt pulling legend
Yeah.
real quick.
Yeah, I mean, the legend is just that an amazing half giant somehow pulled a sword out of a golem's
yeah.
butt. And every half giant knows this legend. It's a very common legend.
Okay. Oh yeah. Well, so I'm gonna do it again.
And the half giant that is successfully able to pull the sword out of the golem's butt becomes the new king of the half giant empire.
I'm pulling this out.
Yeah,
Here we go. There we go.
Oh.
That's a 10.
all right. Roll damage for me. So you,
1.
yeah. So you successfully pull the sword out. It doesn't seem to further injure the golem, but you guys, just very briefly, you hear a oh, and then just
I feel like Oswald just got real vascular.
he gets very vascular, and there's just a golden light that surrounds him for a moment, and then it leaves.
That was weird.
No. I am. Well, let's see. We got to name that. We got to name that half giant in the legend. Name on the name on the spot. Name on the spot.
Of the giant that you pulled us out of his butt?
I am the reincarnation of
Yes.
From
you are.
from the half giant lineage Har.
From the half giant lineage of Har. I told you I was special. I look at the sky, and even though we're in the middle of
Yeah, there's no sky. Also, there's no sky, but okay.
We're underground.
looking towards the ceiling of this.
As I lay
look
trapped
dark.
under this golem, I'll bash my shield like a and go,
Yeah,
You
I'm
look
having
up,
a moment.
salute, and then go magic.
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 Yeah, you actually see a rune on the golem that looks magic to you.
Oh, you're like magic.
Yeah.
Oh, magic. And this sword is his sword, right?
It's Tenna's
it's-
sword.
Oh, it's
Tenali
his.
Boone's sword. Yes.
It's
There's
my,
just
it's my,
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
my personal sword.
Okay, so I give it back to you.
yeah. So you hand the sword back to Tenali Boone, but you still feel like somehow this fulfills some sort of mythological.
And you know
story.
what else this has done? It's definitely cleansed me.
I think so.
I think so.
I think so for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't feel after this happened. Somehow, clearly,
He's been
this
cleansed.
has cleansed you of the magical
Right.
sickness that you felt before.
Cleansed.
Yeah. Cleansed.
Yeah.
It's a new sword cleanse. They call it the sword
The
cleanse.
sword cleanse.
Yeah.
Cool. So now I believe I am the reincarnation of Har.
Yeah, I can't make that not be true. You do believe that.
Cool.
Can't stop you from believing things. As a DM, I do not
Like-
have that power.
Like all magic is evil.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep, nothing I can do about it. Okay,
That's a
so
fact.
who's next? That was an eventful turn.
How about?
Yeah, it's you two.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
I'm just gonna throw a telekinetic strike right at the one that's on the ground. Like aim for his head and try to knock his block off.
Do it.
Which is gonna be a 9.
Yeah, so roll your damage.
4.
Okay. To the injured one, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so that actually destroys the little bit that this one had remaining. You throw a telekinetic strike, and it just crumbles into stone and rubble all around you, Tenali. So now you're able to stand up and move around. Now that you're no longer trapped by the golem.
Nimbly jump up.
As that happens, the golem just surges forward with a supernatural amount of speed and just slams into Pitka with its shield and slams Pitka against the wall. So that's going to be the higher of 2d6 damage.
Ooh. So that's a 5.
If you have armor, you can use it.
If I have armor.
Do you have armor? No, you don't. Okay. You never know. There's like, I don't know, there's like magical or like psionic. I don't know if you have that option. as a
I have
character.
not taken that option yet.
All right, well, then since I now have my sword back and I'm free, I'm going to throw my sword.
Oh, right. Yeah, you have your sword back. Let's get rid of it.
I need to now have it not in my hand anymore because
Right.
it can't be in my hand for
I'm
an
gonna
entire
spend
round.
Yeah.
1 hold to give you a +1 forward.
Yes.
Nice.
To try to get its attention so that it doesn't have
Away
its
from
attention on
Pitka.
Pitka.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good call. Pitka's probably not your. I mean, he's got a decent amount of hit points, but not your most formidable or most defendable character.
Yeah.
No, definitely not.
Jeez.
I am on fire.
So were you aiming for the weak spot, or?
We always aiming for the weak spot.
Yeah.
You did, like, how many doubles in a row did you roll?
Oh my gosh, I don't even know.
I mean, she's rolled 11. She's rolled a 5 and a 6, 11 or higher, like
For like
I think 5
3 or
times.
4
You
times.
rolled 2 6s, then 2 6s, then 2 6s, then 2d, then 2 of the same on 2d12. That's
I did,
approaching like
yeah.
1 in 7,776.
I'm a witch, okay? Is that what everybody
if
wants?
we were playing Monopoly, she would go to jail.
I would totally be in jail right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that is a.
Oh, did you guys hear they're updating Monopoly? I read
Again?
an article this week. They're updating
Again.
Monopoly. There's no longer going to be There's not money
Yeah.
in Monopoly anymore. It's going to be cards, and then there's like electronic readers or whatever. So basically, everything is going digital in
Oh my
Monopoly. There's no more
gosh.
Monopoly money, which I am so upset about.
Right?
Yeah, you're going to update Monopoly because you're all playing rich people, so no one can go to jail.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Everybody's too big to
If you-
jail.
Yeah,
in the new
everybody
Monopoly.
Anytime you're supposed to go to jail, they check to see if you have a minimum amount of money. If you're above that, you don't go to
You
jail.
don't.
If you're below that, then you go to prison.
For
But
the rest of the game.
yeah, for the rest of the game. Also, the prison is owned by another player. It's a private prison, and that is the best spot to
Well,
buy because the profit margins on the private prison are really
It's
good.
not that you're stuck there. It's just you have to buy your way out. But every turn that you're in there costs you more money than you could possibly make.
Yeah, and you have to take loans out in order to just,
Yeah.
All right, so 14 to throw my sword at the golem that's
Okay.
attacking Pitka.
Okay, so
Turns
you're
out that's a
14.
To be like, over here, you ugly son of a granite.
You have ugly son of a granite.
Yep.
So you're 14. As you throw your sword, it lodges right in the middle of its butt. So your sword is once again lodged in the golem's butt.
My booty blade strikes true again.
And you actually, so there's actually a mythological legend among mules where if you actually successfully, there's like this grand tale of a
The
mule.
childhood story we all grew up
It's the
listening
childhood
to.
story that all mules grow up with, where there was this mule fighting a golem much larger than it, and there's no way you could possibly take it down with your smaller weapon, except for if you're able to strike it in its one weak spot, which is its butt.
Right.
And so the story goes that the mule was able to throw the sword into the giant, and the giant actually died and was able to be felled by this single strike.
Oh.
Because of your perfect aim with your sword throwing skill, and that is exactly what happens. The golem
I got
just
the
falls.
bum bullseye.
You got the bum bullseye, and the golem falls over. And the story goes that this mule was known throughout the lands afterwards for being able to fell the Goliath with just a sword in one strike.
One strike. That's
yep.
that's what everybody calls it. It's just the one strike.
The one strike.
They don't get specific.
Nope.
Yeah.
There's no need because everybody knows what it refers to. So and in fact, the mule that did this, the mule's name that did this was named Fenna. Fenna. Oh, I don't like that.
Awful
It
close.
was about to be Fenna Ulva, and I was like, that's too close. I don't like that.
You don't like
vulva.
Ulva?
It sounds like
You don't like
vulva.
Ulva, Sean?
It just was weird. So it's actually Fenna Di, D-I. So Fenna Di is this famous mule that took down this huge golem
Okay.
in
All
defense
right.
of her town.
Finadai's got some competition in town.
You can be friends.
Oh.
Two women don't always have to be fighting.
We
each
don't have to
other.
hate each other if another
No.
one is successful. I don't have to wish the world to burn around them.
Yeah, you're allowed to just both be successful individually and both be fully realized characters that are
Okay.
okay with each other.
All right.
Wait, you're not gonna yell that you're the reincarnation of Fenna?
You could do that.
Are you gonna yell that?
Is Finadai dead?
Oh yeah, this is hundreds of years ago.
I am the reincarnation of Finadai.
Wait, are you
Right
did you
as
say,
the golem is falling, its eyes get big with fear because
When I say Finadai.
because all golems have this fear of Fenadai. Fenadai is known as a golem slayer. So like all golems are afraid of
So in its last moments, I just bring a
you
bunch
just
of
break its mind.
fear and sadness
Yeah.
to its life.
I'm also a reincarnation.
wait, did you say you're the reincarnation of Tenna?
Finadai.
Fenadai.
Yeah.
That famous mule, Fenadai.
Finadai, Tenali, you know.
And I'm gonna, of course, remove the sword from his butt.
Right,
That's-
again.
I'm
Yeah.
the only one
And then
that
all of
can
a
do
sudden
that.
he gets real vascular.
And then for a
And he
moment,
glows gold for just
you
a moment.
You glow golden, you get vascular, and you hear the oh.
Oswald and I are like, this cave is this look dark is pretty cool.
Cool, look dark.
It's a cool look dark.
We're fulfilling our destiny here in this look dark.
So you guys, so the golems are down for the count now, and you step past them into the room that they were guarding, and the next room is a library. There's books everywhere.
I hate this place.
I get it.
I'm gonna try to scan the titles and see if I can.
Everything is 100% readable by you.
He walks
Really?
away and
Yeah.
he's like, A.
You pick up a book and everything makes sense to you. There are very complex words in these books. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna. Oh man.
I want to pick one up.
It does not make
I
sense.
throw it across the room.
I want to pick one up.
Everything makes perfect sense to you. You open up the book and like you see words of whatever you want them to be in your
He's like,
mind.
I'm reading.
Yeah, you're reading.
Really? It can be whatever we want it to be?
No.
Oh, okay. All right.
This is just for
Oh,
this
it's
is
just for him.
Pitka.
I feel like
Okay.
because these are magic books, they all just are they have magic braille that only blind people can feel.
Only blind people can feel. Yeah. No, you pick it up and you can decide what it says. But no, it's not. It doesn't work in the same way that it works
Okay.
for Oswald.
Oh,
Yeah. So Oswald picks up just any random book and it
Yeah.
makes sense to you. You can read it. So the first book you pick up talks about like psychic warriors and the tradition of the. All of like psychic warriors fighting together as a unit, all fighting together as one, using the way to defend the half giant empire against the encroaching hordes.
I'm of course gonna be reading this out loud because
Thank you.
to brag about my reading.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. At first, you guys are like, "Oh, this is nice. He's letting us keep along with him." But then it just gets more and more effusive about like how great the half giants are. By like page 3, it's no longer talking about like fighting tactics or anything else. It's mainly just like it gets real weird. Actually, it's like, and then it's like, and of course we all know that psychic warrior half giants have the best muscles. They're all ripply and vascular, oiled and sexy. The rest of the book just kind of is just declaring how great half-giant warriors are. The first half of the book is actually somewhat helpful, talking about like the tactics they use to fight against the encroaching hordes, which they're a little vague about what the encroaching hordes are in this book.
Okay. I'm thinking nobody uses this library. I can just take the book and I won't feel bad about it, I don't think.
I mean, you're allowed to decide if you feel bad.
I don't feel bad about it.
No one
Nobody
can
uses-
tell you if you
Yeah,
feel bad
yeah.
about
Roll
it.
defy danger to see if
If I feel bad about it. I'm going to also look for a book on Har.
You actually find a book on Har. It's actually there's a whole shelf devoted to the Har lineage and all of the different people in the Har clan.
I wish I could take them all, but I won't be able to.
No, you're not gonna have enough room to take them all. But you can find one about and is known as the most benevolent of the leaders of the Har clan.
So I'm going to take that, yeah.
And actually, the empire fell just shortly after Amamum's reign.
Mm.
I'm going to take this novel about a tabby cat.
This will help me with my spells.
Yeah.
Pitka, that's about a tabby cat.
Yeah, you're pretty sure that everything in that book about the tabby cat is 100% accurate and 100% true. Oswald, it is actually about a tabby cat.
Yeah.
I once bought my friend an actual real book that exists called Dancing with Cats, and it is a picture book of people dancing. Like it's still photography of people like doing like interpretive
Ballroom
ballet
dancing.
/ like jazz dancing with their cats also looking like they're dancing with them. And it's amazing.
I want so badly for this book to have the cats like photoshopped so they're the same size
Yes.
as the people they're dancing
That
with.
would be pretty amazing.
I so want to dance with a cat now that's the same
A
size.
life-size,
as me. Yeah.
human-sized cat.
But not a tiger,
life-size.
just a house cat that's
Right.
been inflated to
Yeah.
be the size
The
of
only reason
a
why
human.
house cats don't murder us is because they're not big enough to do so.
That's
If
the
they
only
were
And you want to
tigers-
give him the ability?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to have a staff on hand to make sure it goes fine.
Okay.
Even then.
Listen, if I die to that, then my life is complete.
If you
Like,
died
that's-
dancing with a human-sized house cat, then your life was pretty good.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with how that turned out. So you see also there's a, probably buried the lead on this one. So there's a half-giant skeleton sitting in a throne, like kind of overseeing.
Yeah, maybe a little bit.
They're all looking at books and like,
You're like, guys,
He's like, but really though,
guys, there's like a corpse in this room.
he's like real big.
Yeah, half-giant sitting in the chair with a towering crown.
Did you say
on
a
its head.
skeleton or just like
A skeleton.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not just like a person sitting in there.
No.
Um,
A half-giant skeleton.
Okay.
I'd like to try to use my true divination to
Okay.
make contact with the being in the throne.
Sure, that makes sense.
Fancy.
That's
So-
a thing that a person like you would want to do.
Yeah, so I'm going to spend an hour meditating.
While
And
we look
Wow,
at books.
great roll.
While he's meditating, can I say I meditate to get invisibility back?
Yes, you can.
is there like a sword next to it covered in cobwebs? That
Yes.
One of them will have?
Yes. Yeah, it actually has its skeleton hand over the sword. Yeah, so you rolled what, like a 13 or
Yeah.
some ridiculous number?
a 13.
Okay. So, what exactly you're trying to commune with it to ask it some questions?
To
or?
ask it some questions and find out, who it is, why it died sitting in a throne.
That is weird.
Yeah. So you all see Pitka concentrating, and all of you hear a voice echo through the chamber. Greetings. Hello.
Hello, I'm Pitka the Blind.
Oh, I'm finally awake. You actually see the skeleton stand up out of its chair and walk several steps down to meet you on the same level.
Okay.
The three of you do not see this.
So I'm going to do the bow.
It does the same back to you. Again, you guys do not see this. Thank you for waking me.
May we ask your name?
My name is E. I am the leader of the half-giant empire.
What era do you hail from?
I hail from the peak of the empire's reign. We are currently fighting back against the encroaching hordes and winning. We've pushed them back almost to their own lands.
Can you tell me about these hordes? What hordes are they?
They look like beings called Thor-Kreen, but they're different. They're darker, more dangerous, and unpredictable. Also incredibly more powerful.
Cool.
Also incredibly more powerful than Thor-Kreen are. Very dangerous.
What lands do they come from?
They come from far, far west of us. They've destroyed most of the other cities before coming to the half-giant empire. But it makes sense, of course, that the half-giants would be tasked to save the rest of Athos.
Construction is fun.
Given,
They can hear it.
yeah, and
Oh, okay.
that's the beautiful thing about
Lovely.
about these guys. Makes sense that the half-giants would once again be tasked with saving Athos. All of these other insipid, stupid races would be saved by us, the scholars of Athos.
I don't know. Yenin is pretty smart. He's got a lot of good ideas.
I feel like he really turned that place around. I don't know. I think he's doing a pretty good job.
I mean, it's tough sometimes being a leader. You know, everybody's always
You
going
gotta
to
make
take
the calls.
The tough
You gotta make a
choices.
tough
Nobody
call.
appreciates the tough choices.
Not a lot of people know. He didn't even ask to, like, he didn't want to be Sorcerer King. Like,
He specifically
He was
said.
thrown into the
He
job.
specifically said
He
just
just
somebody
doing the
needed to
best
be
he
in
could with
charge.
what
It
he
didn't
was
have to be
handed.
him. It just needed to be somebody needed to be in charge. You know. There needed to be some sort of leadership. What? I've been asleep for a very long time. Who leads the empire now?
Can I talk to him?
Yeah.
I do.
No,
Oh,
After your time,
that's what the
There's a
legend
great-
says.
there's a great leader named Amamamhar. I am the reincarnation.
Oh, I took over from Amamamhar.
Oh, you did? Oh.
Yes, Amamamhar was just previous
mean-
to me.
Still studying on my history. Just learned how to read.
Hold on, I just have to finish these 4 books real quick. Hold on.
I am the reincarnation of Amamhar, and I will destroy the Thor-Kreen.
You're going to destroy the Thor-Kreen.
The Thor-Kreen,
Thor-Kreen.
yeah, the Thor-Queen.
That is what we were never able to do. We were never able to find the leader of the Thor-Kreen. That would have been the final blow.
That's the key.
That is the key.
What weapons were you using against the Thor-Kreen?
Against the Thor-Kreen, we were mostly our own psionic tradition, the Way. I'm hoping that you still have access to the Way and that you can use it to fight against the Thor-Kreen.
Oh, you mean like this? I turn invisible. Or try, and I do.
Oh!
Boom, 11.
That is a
I come back.
that is an amazing
God, I
technique.
wanted that not to work.
So bad.
like
Like
this?
this?
Eh.
You mean like this?
Not exactly like that, no.
So you're part of the great tradition of psionic warriors.
Yes.
Where's the rest of your unit? Where's the rest of your troops?
I've kind of gone off on my own. Lots of things have happened. I've been cursed twice.
Cursed by what?
Magic. But it's okay because
What kind of magic?
They're all the same.
What do you?
What do you mean? They're all the
that's
the evil magic. Evil.
That's absolutely not true.
What?
There are several types of magic. Has no one ever told you this?
Someone did, but it didn't make sense because it's all the same. And I don't understand.
Friggin' Four Eyes Nerd was trying to tell me all this stuff.
Well, and we're on like dirt, right? Is there dirt?
Yeah.
So I go pick up one piece of dirt. Are you gonna tell me that this piece of dirt is different from this? Is that what you're gonna tell me? Because they're both the same. The dirt's like magic. I get it. Right? That's how it works, right?
The
Dirt is
okay, the dirt is.
My metaphor makes sense.
Yeah.
It is a flawed metaphor. Okay. Yes, this dirt is all basically the same, but it's as if you were comparing. It's like comparing dirt to mud to sand to loam. They're all different things.
Oh.
So not all magic is the same. In fact, there's a new type of magic which is very dangerous. It's a type of magic that doesn't take into account that you can't just create power from nothing, that there's a source. And that source, if you just take and don't return, then arcane magic can be incredibly destructive.
Mm-hmm.
My hope is that type of magic doesn't ever catch on.
Oh.
And I'm actually pretty sure it won't. Because people are generally, I have to say, half giants are generally actually responsible with the choices that we make. So I don't see this being a problem.
Can I ask what color was the sun when you?
The color it's a bright shining yellow.
Okay.
Just a beautiful sun. The sky is blue.
Oh.
Generally the half giant empire is
All of the rivers and lakes are
yeah,
flowing.
the half giant, our area is not quite as plentiful with water as other areas. Unfortunately, we have to create dams so that we can collect water from the rivers so that we have enough to survive. Unfortunately, we just don't get as much rainfall here as other areas get.
Oh yeah. We drink the
For
juice
the-
of bugs.
For the rivers.
Wait, what?
We drink bug sweat.
Or whatever
Why
it
do you
is.
drink bug sweat?
It's
We call it nectar.
That's disgusting. Don't do that.
it gives an effect to you though.
I mean, have
it's
you
fun.
tried it?
It's fun.
It tastes terrible, but after a while you forget a lot of
Everything we drink is to forget.
stuff.
I'm sad to say that
We have breweries. We just take the water and we waste a lot of it in the process, but we waste a lot of the water to come up with a nice sweeter tasting alcohol.
Do you use cactuses for that?
Not familiar with the
We're
word.
like water.
Yeah, I'm
what,
not
what
familiar
do you mix
with the
the
word
water
cactus.
with?
Well, we mix it with. She would know what this is called. It's what is it? Yeast. We use yeast, and we also use hops. It's a very impressive process.
well,
And you use water.
Yes. Yes, we use a lot of water, and I have to admit some of it is wasted in the process, but it's worth it. It's nice as a treat every once in a
Water.
while.
You mean this stuff that we kill people for?
Don't kill people over that. It's
I mean, I
There's
don't.
not enough of it.
there's not enough water.
No,
No.
the world has fallen on dire times.
What
The
happened?
breweries don't.
We don't know exactly.
I think I do. It's magic.
I mean,
Because of its magic.
It's magic. As you said earlier, I think that magic did catch on. I've made it my duty to destroy it. Destroy all
Destroy
of it.
the concept of magic?
Yes.
Oh boy. That is I'm not exact.
Well, you don't understand.
No, I really don't understand. How are you going to destroy the concept of magic?
I'm not sure at this point, but I know that I'm special, and I know I'm chosen, and I know I'm the reincarnation of Har.
Oh, you're the reincarnation of
Yes,
Har?
that's right. I removed
The stone from the butt?
Yes, I did.
Oh my god, you removed the stone from the butt.
Yes, about 10 minutes before we walked into here, I did that. Before we.
Oh, so it just happened now.
It just happened.
Actually, it was about an hour ago.
It was about an hour.
Yeah, about an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all meditated in the meantime.
Oh, I have trouble keeping up with time anyway.
It's hard when,
I
we're
get-
in the look dark. You can't see what the sun is doing.
Yeah, you can't see.
You're
clocks
right.
in here.
No,
Yeah.
not in the look dark.
No.
No clocks in the look dark.
It's like a casino.
Yeah.
They want you to
What
leave.
time is it?
They want you to
That's
stay.
actually
How long have
something.
I been
that's
here?
something about
it
half giants.
still
They always make
Tuesday?
sure to have no clocks in the look dark because they want people to not know how long they've been there. Well, my best advice to you, if you're looking to fight the Thor-Kreen, assuming that I guess so, the Thor-Kreen are still a threat even today.
Yes.
How
Yeah.
long? So the world is different.
Yes.
There are still Thor-Kreen though.
Yes.
Well,
That's
we've only
surprising.
recently run into them.
Oh, so they're not. They weren't common before.
They weren't common before at all. In fact, we'd never heard of them before.
That makes sense. Every
Or resurgence,
perhaps? Most of our leaders didn't have to deal with the Thor-Kreen. I was one of the rare ones that did because they weren't just constantly attacking. It would only be once every several millennia
They're back.
that we would have to deal with them.
What have you found is the best way to hurt them, to deal with them, to... Although my plan of killing the Thor-Queen is pretty solid.
It's pretty solid.
Sure, that
We're gonna
plan,
stab her in
which
the
you have
butt.
not yet detailed to
Right,
me,
no.
I'm sure is a good plan.
Stab her in the butt.
Did
That's
you-
the plan.
Did you guys have a way of fighting them that didn't cause them to turn into nightmare beasts?
Yes,
That's
actually.
good.
Oh.
Yes.
Yes?
So the best way to defend yourselves against them, of course, is being part of the way. And as long as you know the way, then you can protect yourself against their attacks. But to defeat them and to cleanse them in a way where they don't become gibbering monsters requires druidic magic. Druids have a type of magic that they use, which is capable of removing the wildness from their blood, if that makes sense.
Now, of course, I'm an expert in druidic magic, but
Yes.
I don't think my colleagues are. Perhaps you could explain where they might find a druid
And-
or...
Wait, so
How we do that.
that magic isn't...
Well, Yenna knows a druid.
That's true. Yenin
That magic isn't bad?
No, that druids are granted magic by the natural world.
Oh.
You know, all of the
Yeah.
I think it's
imagine
like
all of the-
berries. Like if you eat some berries, they might give you the shits.
Okay.
No,
But like
I'm
some
open.
berries
Yeah.
will like
I think it's
you
They're
know
tasty.
They
It's
are
where-
tasty and
it's
they're
where
good
you
for
get-
like vitamin C and shit.
it's where you get them from. Like it's like you can go out and pick some berries and eat them, or like your parents might get you some berries and pick it. But if a stranger in the streets like eat these berries, you don't know where those
Mystery
berries came
berries.
from. They could be harmful.
Or they could be fun.
Okay.
If
I'm
you're
open
looking
to
for
this.
if you're looking for a druid, it's not difficult to find them out in the forests. You can find them in the groves, or oftentimes protecting the natural lands.
The like trees and forests.
Yeah.
Can-
If you, that's
Yeah.
the best place to find them.
Hypothetically speaking, if we were near, if we were happened to be near an endless desert, like where would in an endless desert would druids tend to congregate?
Yeah.
What would they need to protect there? I wonder. Also, what would be the purpose to existing as a druid in such a world?
What
I
would be the
can't
purpose
imagine
of anyone?
Yeah.
Exactly. What would be the purpose of any person existing in such a world?
Survival.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just base level survival.
Just
Well, if you could, if you could find a druid in such a world, and I can't imagine why would any druid not just kill themselves in such a world? I guess maybe they would be the type of person who would wander around the wastes, maybe sometimes coming into the city to try and convince people that maybe through our actions we can individually make a difference. So a crazy person.
Yeah.
If you could find an insane crazy person who just sometimes comes into the cities, that probably would be what a druid might look like in the world that you're talking about.
Like someone that would shift into a crazy
All right.
chain
Not a
monster.
druid.
I was like, Pika?
Yeah, just constantly transforming into terrifying creatures, and just doesn't seem to have a good handle on their own sanity or what even the world is. That would be a druid, I think, in Dark Sun. And maybe they're trying to actually, I do. Now that you mention it, I'm something's coming to me. Do you feel that?
Yes. Yes.
You can see it too. The wash, this river of consciousness among the half giants. You feel that? Actually, as she says that, you do feel this wave of euphoria pass. And you just get a brief vision of a druid. There is a druid that remains in Dark Sun who's trying to replenish the world. I don't know the story, but if you can find them, they seem to be trying to create the opposite of a dragon. And if they can create that thing, then maybe it can revivify the world. It's interesting.
So do I see an image of this druid?
Yeah.
Okay, I take a mental note, and then also I'm trying to locate the energy in my mind as if
it's separate from you. It honestly feels like a physical wave hits you, and you do feel this crazy psionic euphoria for a moment, and then it leaves.
I know what the druid looks like.
Where is the druid?
I don't know. He's trying to create an opposite dragon, an opposite of a dragon. That's what they're doing.
Drag off.
And by the way, you are 100% certain that in Half Giant, that's definitely how they would describe it. Opposite dragon.
Yeah.
That's definitely how they would describe it.
Make an opposite dragon.
As you say that, the Half Giant says to you, "I wasn't able to catch what they called it." That can't possibly be what it would be described as. Opposite dragon?
That's the only thing I could think of. An opposite dragon would be.
That is such a simplistic view. That can't be it.
I don't know.
We have such a great tradition of language. That can't possibly be it.
Well, I think it's all gone because of the magic that's taken over the world.
It didn't take over. It destroyed the world.
It destroyed.
Correction.
It destroyed the world, and
So
Actually.
our half giants, what are we known for now? We're known as like bards or performers, wordsmiths, right?
warriors.
I mean, we are good warriors. No question about
But
that.
that's-
Good, strong psychic warriors.
Incompetent barkeeps.
I'm sure you've met a half giant.
Simpletons.
I'm sure you've met a half giant that's been something other than a barkeep or a simpleton or a warrior.
I'm sorry to say that I may be.
Oh, this is so
Yes.
sad. What happened to our people?
I'm a bad example of a half giant because I'm not like the rest of them, but the rest of them, everyone looks down upon them. And
We're very proud of him. He just
He's
learned to
learning
read.
how to read. He wrote that.
One of the letters is backwards. That's really close. That's really close. Yeah. One of the
Thank
letters
you.
is
It's
backwards.
Thank you.
Okay.
Well, luckily there is a man off in a far distant city who's trying to change all that and bring knowledge back to all the people, including the half giants. He's the one that sent us
Helping
here.
bring the
pretty-
knowledge
we're-
back. That's good.
Yeah,
We're pretty sure he has ulterior motives.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Why do you think that?
Well, he's in power.
And
Well, but I mean, most people in power are altruistic. People
Well-
don't get in. At least where I come from, the world I come from, people go into these positions.
Listen,
to help.
your world is dead, all right?
After your time, the people in power stopped being altruistic. They became hungry only for power.
the worst thing about him is that he uses a lot of magic.
That is the
That's
only.
the worst.
Yeah, that's
That's
the
the
worst
only
thing. Is that he
problem.
uses a lot of magic. There's nothing else problematic that you can think of about Yenin.
Well, that's the main thing. That's the reason I don't like
They
it.
don't
The
know
thing
as
that
well as we
sticks
do.
in my
Okay, fair
mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, well then, so you would say if you could just convince Yenin to use less magic, there would be nothing else really
No
problematic.
magic.
No magic. Then there'd
Well,
be-
maybe this druidic stuff you talk about, because according to you, it's good. So, and I believe you. You.
Well, then perhaps you can convince Yenin to start using this druidic magic, and then there won't be any more conflicts.
That would be
about Yenin.
perfect. We just convince him to only use druidic magic. Everything's solved.
And then Yenin is no longer a problem.
Yes.
That sounds like a very smart idea.
Yes.
Yes, introduce Yenin to a new form of magic that could be very powerful. I like this idea.
Is there a druidic magic book in the library?
She points over and you see a whole shelf devoted to druidic magic.
I'm gonna grab a couple.
Yeah, you grab like half a dozen druidic magic books. Certainly, yes, bring those to Yenin. Maybe that will cure Yenin's problems with this. I hope,
The world will get better.
yeah, perhaps Yenin will stop using arcane magic. This is something I ask for. I can't stay for very much longer because I'm feeling myself falling apart. I want you to promise me that you're going to rehabilitate this Yenin. If this Yenin uses arcane magic in the way that you've described, that's terrifying. If you can convince Yenin to use this new power, this new druidic magic, then you may help save the world. Please give this information to Yenin. Give this new power to Yenin. Maybe he'll change his ways.
You have my promise. I was meant to do this.
Thank you. She
Glitter, glitter, glitter,
she
glitter, glitter.
glitters down to the ground and just falls into a pile of glitter on the ground. Literal glitter.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, whenever as you remember when you saw these half giants from before up in the graveyard, as they dissipated, they also fell into piles of glitter. That's what happens to half giant ghosts for some reason.
In the look dark.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. But again, you're the only one apparently that can actually see the manifestation of these half giant ghosts. So yeah, you guys hear this whole thing, but you don't actually see the glitter fall to the ground in a pile. Only Oswald sees that. But the voice goes silent.
Well, now I have a new mission.
Or do you just have further details for your already determined mission?
Well, that too. The mission's just changed a little bit.
Right.
Get rid of all magic except maybe druidic magic. Maybe.
Yeah.
That is a
Asterisk.
that is a huge addendum.
Except maybe druidic.
to your previous thing, which was get rid of all magic. Now it's like, well, one type is okay.
One time's okay.
Which is, by the way, a huge admission to make in a short period of time.
Well,
Well,
it's because the ancient ghost
exactly.
of my people
That
came
was-
to me in a shadowy figure while I was in the look dark, after I realized he was the reincarnation of Har because he removed the sword from the golem's butt. Okay? You can't argue with those facts, Sean.
It's true.
This is literally what happened.
I'm so happy Jordan's not here because our plan was, hey, let's follow Yenin's orders to a place, and then we discovered that there's a power that Yenin doesn't have. We should give him this power.
Yeah, he would flip.
I am so excited for this to get explained back to Jordan next week when he returns. So if there's any other information that you're interested in the library, let me know, because you still have room for a few more books in your packs before you leave.
And what was her name again?
E. Yeah. There's a pretty normal naming pattern for half giant monarchs in the previous world.
I mean, I already got a bag of books, but I'll look and see if there's any medical textbooks that maybe, because medical textbooks are few and far between.
Very uncommon, yeah. And you actually find a great book detailing the diseases, the common diseases and illnesses of the world back then. And as you're flipping through it, you're like, oh, these are things that we are like. The vast majority of the illnesses and sicknesses in the book refer to like degenerative diseases that happen when somebody
blood
gets
pressure.
very old or sedentary. A lot of diseases and stuff like that. You're like, oh, I had never considered these type of things could even happen to a person.
Getting too old?
Yeah.
I didn't know a person could live to 50, let alone
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they talk about like, well, you know,
Too much red meat.
Right. Yeah, it's like, you know, you need to caution your patients not to eat so much pork and cow.
Hey guys, you know water? That thing that we're constantly in a battle for? You know if you drink too much, it's bad for you?
Apparently, same with these vitamins and minerals over here.
Yep. But there are actually, you do actually find some useful information in there about half giants and like half giant physiology and how it's different.
I'm gonna grab the last 2 books of the Tabby Cat trilogy.
Nice. You actually at the end of the last Tabby Cat trilogy, it actually teases a prequel.
Ooh, yeah.
You can't find
Spoiler at the prequel is Dancing with Cats.
it teases it, but you can't find the prequel anywhere in the library.
Yeah.
That sounds like I have a new quest.
We all have new missions today.
And they're all equally important. Scott's quest is literally as important as Daryl's.
Find Dancing with Cats, destroy all magic except maybe druidic magic,
And also give power to
and
Yen.
also give new power to get it.
So as you leave the ruins on your way out, Daryl, you do notice the piles of glitter over in the graveyard from the half giant ghosts that appeared to you. No one else sees the half giant glitter.
The ghost glitter.
I love the amount of canon that I've created for these half giants today.
I'm gonna go and do the bow to the glitter.
Yep.
But now I know I'm a reincarnation of Owen Mahar.
Yep.
Stuff is, man, it's changed so much since the last time I bowed.
The glitter blows away in the wind as you bow, and you just hear, ba ba ba.
Oh, nice.
And actually you see towards the end you actually see a much more impressive gravestone, and on this one, actually amazingly the writing or the carving on it hasn't completely gone away with time. You think perhaps maybe some sort of magic was used to keep it from being weathered. And
Druidic magic.
and it actually says,
Let's hope.
it actually says, you know, on there, the royal guard to Baba-E buried here, and it's the loyal retainer. Oh. Oh.
Nice.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh.
Anyway, so you guys travel back. You don't have any problems getting back to the legendary free city of Tyr.
I assume the lizards still follow us.
They still follow you every once in a while. They
Everyone-
peek up over a sand dune. Yeah, Doc just gets them. You get.
Go on now, get.
He's got a broom.
Yeah.
Get.
Get. The broom scares them away, shushes them off.
Yes.
Yep. They eventually they give up with their shoulders hung. their
Go
head-
slink away.
They definitely slink away. They slink.
Snaky slink.
Yep. So you get back to the legendary free city of Tyr. Meet back at the Power Stone, and you have a new person waiting for you as soon as you arrive. Literally just standing outside the tavern.
Who dat?
Who
Yenin.
that is?
What's in it?
Oh.
Hello, friends. It's good to
Hello.
see you.
Hello. I have something I need to talk to you about
Oh.
later.
Please, let's come inside the Power Stone. This is the best inn in the legendary free city of Tyr.
Okay.
It has 4.5 stars.
Okay.
Nothing gets 5 stars.
It's just impossible.
It's
well,
impossible.
if you give something 5 stars, then it ruins the meaning of perfection.
Exactly. You have-
Humans are perfect beings.
Yeah, Yenin says they must strive for 5 stars. Please come in. Yenin snaps, and they immediately clear a table for you. Set down kank nectar and chips and guac, and eggs all around. The guac
Where's
is
your
really
gruel?
actually just
Yeah,
like
I'm like-
cactus
Yeah.
pulp.
Excuse me, can I have some unseasoned gruel?
I apologize. I'm sorry. I forgot that you like the less fine things.
It's a little insensitive.
I have an egg and kank nectar.
The kank nectar is already set out, and
Oh.
there's just like
Oh, wait.
there's eggs all around. It's a very impressive spread, and then also the unseasoned gruel arrives.
And water.
And water arrives. A half giant brings them over. Here you go. Anything
More.
past this? Anything past what this is? Anything past these items?
What,
That item. Das doll.
No, we're good.
I stand up and look him straight in the face.
Straight in the
I-
face? That's
yeah.
a very common phrase that people say.
That thing that people do all the time.
And I'm like,
What
hey,
I mean is like
The
Straight
common,
in the
yeah, no,
face.
the common phrase, I look him straight in the face.
So I looked him straight in the face. Okay, but I say,
Blank stare back.
I pulled the sword out of the butt.
You pulled the butt sword.
Yes, I am the reincarnation of Har. What about that?
Ooh.
Sit down.
He does not collapse into glitter, so you know it's not.
Yeah. I sit down all cool. So,
I'm gonna tell the others. I'm gonna tell the
Tell-
other
tell
half
them.
giants about you. I'm gonna say, I met Har, the number 2 Har.
And his
Yes.
friend, the reincarnation of Fenadai.
I don't know what that means.
it's like the mule version of Har.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know.
I mean, it's pretty
okay.
cool. It was my sword, but it's all right. No big deal.
There's no mules in the tavern, but you actually somehow see a golem walking down the street and hear that, and the golem immediately walks the
He
other way.
clenches his butt
Oh.
and he sort of tightly clenched waddles
he pushes his way
away.
through the doorway. It's like, well, it's like finna die.
Yeah, immediately backs out of the saloon doors and just runs away.
Right.
So, Yenin, have you ever heard of druidic magic?
I've heard of the druids, but I don't think that that's.
Oh.
Well, while he's doing his thing,
He's unloading 12 books.
Yeah, you put half a dozen books on the table. This is impressive. I do not have a lot of books about druidic magic in my
But
library.
wait.
There's more. Yes.
I have read this trilogy. Did you find the prequel?
I'm still looking for the people.
so we followed your.
I wonder if they ever even wrote the prequel. Did it ever get finished? Who knows?
Who knows?
We
should try to track down the author.
Yes.
Your half giant led us to the hole in the ground, which
I see he's not with you. It's a tragedy.
he did his job. Yeah.
Served the legendary free city and empire of Tyr well.
Yeah.
Empire.
We own 3 cities now.
Own?
What?
Well, they're equal to us.
Yeah.
All the cities are equal.
So we.
The legendary free city of Tyr being the lead in the equality of the cities.
So it's
We
the
get to
most
determine
equal.
what type of freedom and equality is the best freedom
For
and
everyone
equality,
else.
and then
But that freedom-
forcefully impose that upon other
The cities,
cities.
but those other cities always share in all of the same rights and responsibilities and benefits that Tyr gets. So everyone gets. There are no second-class citizens in those cities. Those citizens have all the same freedoms that Tyr has, but Tyr decides.
Except the ability to decide.
Deciding is overrated.
These cities can back out of the empire at any time they choose.
And Tyr will just let them freely back out with no consequences.
Well, it hasn't happened yet. They have not chosen to.
No consequences aside from starving and dying of thirst.
We spoke to a ghost who was the queen of the half-giant empire way back when. And
This is the information that you were to get. Thank you.
This is what I was paid for, so
Yeah.
if you don't mind, I'm gonna.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, this leads into my stuff, which we'll get to later.
Yeah.
And
So-
she said,
She said that it seemed like the Thor-Kreen are a cyclical enemy. Every few millennia, they return anew, and they had some success actually fighting it through just their inherent psionic ways, but also with druidic magic.
Also, if we kill the Thor-Queen.
Yeah.
"Oh,
Which
the
we-
Thor-Queen. I've heard of this. I've heard the Thor-Kreen talk of the Thor-Queen. I believe there was a Thor-Kreen named Thor-Kreen that was
No,
saying
they-
something about Thor-Queen.
I thought that they used Thor-Cream.
They do use Thor-Kreen.
Are you
no,
sure you're
it
not
was
thinking of
sour
sour
cream.
cream?
Oh, that's right, sour
it was
cream.
named Sour Cream.
Oh yes, the Thor-Kreen
But they
named
used
sour
Thor-Cream.
They use Thor-Cream on themselves.
Right.
In honor
Probably,
of the Thor-Queen.
probably in honor of and probably provided by the Thor-Queen.
Right.
That
All-
makes sense.
That all checks out.
Okay. These are the things.
It is known.
It is known. So our soldiers need to be fortified with psionics and with this druidic magic.
Yes.
We need more druids.
And well, here's the other thing. I want you to look at these books, read about druidic magic, because the thing is,
I'm gonna leave these books with you. Maybe just peruse them. See.
Yeah.
You know.
yeah, and
Maybe curl up with some hot chocolate.
the most amazing,
Take a break with
Take
the
a
Tabby
break.
Cat
Get
series
some
if you
you
need
time
it.
and read through these druid books.
the most amazing thing is with druidic magic, you don't need to use any of that other magic ever again.
Have you heard the good news?
Have you heard of the savior
You
of
an
Tyr
infomercial
druidic
for,
magic?
Magic where like real magic is hard to do.
Yeah.
and really
Are you
magic-
tired
magic.
of arcane magic killing everything?
It's something that he told us that druidic magic's better than all other magic, right? That's
Right,
something
right,
that was
right,
said. Yeah,
right,
other
right.
magic's not good.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Other
Don't-
magic's stupid.
Yeah, it's stupid. This is better.
Don't-
For
don't
weirdos
like
with bad hair.
Well,
Are you unpopular?
I don't. Well, I don't have bad hair. This is interesting. And you say that druidic magic is most powerful against the Thor-Kreen.
Yes.
Okay, well then I'm sold. First, I can certainly add that to my repertoire.
Well, well, what I'm saying is you could probably just erase the rest of your repertoire and just replace it with this. It's probably better.
well, whatever's most powerful is what I'm going to use.
Okay, well, just read these and let me know what you
Oh,
think.
absolutely.
Yeah.
This is. I will absolutely be reading through these. Unfortunately, the library here is so terrible on other. There's very little information about the druidic magics. The elemental magics has
Don't
been
need to
unimpressive.
know about that.
Well, listen. If you have books about that, I'm interested in
Thank
that
you.
too.
I mean,
No.
there's a whole library there that's basically untouched. If you ever wanted to send more people down there,
Really?
Mhm.
Oh.
there's a lot.
That-
There's,
We are going to be sending. We are definitely going to be sending a lot of troops there.
supposed to say that.
The Tabby Cat prequel is not there.
Okay, well then maybe it doesn't have to happen right now, but I will be sending some troops to gather that information. But this is very helpful. Yeah, you. So he pulls out a bag of ceramic and says, "So this is originally promised payment, but you deserve so much more. I think we can all agree."
I agree.
Okay. Give me a moment. He stands up and teleports away. Time goes on.
Okay, well, I think it's gonna work. I think he's only gonna use druidic magic.
I mean, I feel like he was receptive.
yeah.
Do you think
Just do
maybe
it.
Up to your
you
idea.
should have learned druidic magic as opposed to?
Oh, that's interesting. Baba did like that magic. Maybe I should try to. I will. I will begin training in druidic magic.
So Yenin comes back a few minutes later, puts a shield down in front of you. This is a very impressive shield. So first of all, it's made entirely of steel.
Ooh.
Which is, first of all, a crazy idea. Because no one makes shields that are that big. Also, they don't make them entirely out of metal. As you pick it up, it's incredibly light. It's lighter than any of the chitinous shields that you see made out of bug carapace. So it's very light and much stronger. You.
Yes.
There you go. It's just a length of wood about this long. It's very simple. Find a woodworker or a weaponsmith and just have that crafted onto the haft of your halberd.
Oh. Thank you.
It's going to immensely improve the power of your weapon.
Is this magical?
No.
All right. Thank you. Thank you.
Nope. You I had a little bit of trouble with. So he puts now I realize I don't want to make you uncomfortable. It's a wand. I'm not trying to make you use arcane magic or anything like that. It does have some abilities that I think you would find helpful as a I know you're not a cleric, but you know what I mean.
It's
cleric
a conscientious objector of violence.
Exactly, and you just take care of people. So a water cleric would very much appreciate that. So I think that you similarly could find it very helpful.
Okay.
All right.
Pitka, I want you to know that you are my favorite. out of all of
It's the cat books. You guys bonded.
we're besties now.
We did.
You're like, I read that. Did we just become best friends?
I would love to hear your thoughts about the trilogy. I would just love to get together sometime and just really talk. Just spend some time talking
That
about
yarn
the
ball
trilogy.
sequence.
It's so well written, and it's so clearly a metaphor for the character's relationship with their previous partner.
I just saw it was a cat playing with a yarn ball.
Oh. Well, let's talk more about this. I have some theories that I think that you'll like. But in the meantime, I have. Here you go. It's this is a shroud for your face. No, it's not. Don't take this the wrong way. It will allow you.
You just have a real ugly face.
Yeah, don't take this the wrong way. I just think you're ugly as fuck. You'll be able to see with this mask on. Not how we see, but it will give you better sight than further sight than you currently have. It will give you foresight beyond what you already. I realize that you have the power to. I'm not sure how much that's true or not, but I'm sorry. I don't mean to be rude, but it's unclear whether or not you're just lucky or if you can actually see into the future. Anyway, this will give you increased powers of accuracy when you see into the future. It's an interesting shroud. These all came directly from the armory of the legendary Free City of Tyr. We have more things like this in the armory. Being part of the good guys has its perks. I think we can all agree with that.
I like my new shield.
It's a nice shield.
And Jordan doesn't ever have to find out.
It's still yet to be determined if you're a good guy. It depends on. I want to hear your thoughts on druidic magic.
First of all, it's going forward, at least for the next little while, as we fight the Thor-Kreen. It's going to be my primary tool in the fight against the Thor-Kreen. If what you say is true and it's the most effective thing against the Thor-Kreen, then I'm going to lean very heavily on druidic magic.
Okay.
It may supplant my use of arcane magic going forward.
Okay. All right. Yes. Try it out. See what you think, and let me. If you want to talk about it,
you'll never go back to your old form of magic again.
Thank you, Oswald. You have opened my eyes to something that I had never seen or thought of before.
If you try it and you like it, we have a meeting every Sunday morning.
But wait, there's more.
Anonymous.
Actually, speaking of this, I'm glad you brought it up. I would really like you to find someone for me.
Okay.
I've heard druids aren't, they're not common, obviously, for good reason. They're stupid. Their existence is stupid. It doesn't make sense. Because there's no environment left to save.
It's
So they're dumb. They're automatically dumb idiots.
I'm trying to think of a nicer way to say this.
They've become irrelevant?
They've become irrelevant. They serve no purpose. Why exist?
Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah.
That's the second time this week we've heard someone say, why do they exist? They're irrelevant.
But now it seems maybe they have some purpose. Maybe I can use them to fight back this Thor-Kreen threat and also just to learn more about this druid magic.
There is a druid, and I've seen what they look like, and they're trying to make an opposite dragon.
I've read of something recently, and I'm hoping you'd be interested in traveling to look at this for me. There's something called a grove to the northwest. A grove is it's difficult to translate. It's from a long time ago, but the idea is, okay, you know what a cactus is.
Yes.
So imagine a very tall cactus with a canopy of green, almost like vines all around it.
But it's like
Now imagine
all green.
The top is green and the bottom is brown. But anyway, imagine hundreds of these things. Now these are called trees. These represent what is called a forest. Now a forest was protected by druids. Supposedly there is a grove remaining. There's still a grove that exists. It's another word for forest, I think. It's hard to, there's a lot of, I don't know, there's other things that make it a grove. I'm not sure how. But anyway, if you visit there, supposedly there are still a group of druids that exist to protect this grove. I would like for you to visit and see if it's still possible for this type of life to exist in the world. If so, maybe we can use these druids to bring more life into the world. And maybe also they have interesting magical power that we could benefit from.
Sounds good.
If you'd like, I can put you up here. I'm so sorry, I forgot. So there's the ceramic bag that he dropped as well. And then he drops, so that was to be the amount divided among all of you. And then he drops 4 more of equal size for all of you. So let's just call it even and say 5 times the price. And then maybe you can visit the grove for me. And take some time off. Let's not do this quickly. Enjoy your time here at
Maybe
the
like
at the
next
Power.
week or something.
Yeah, just enjoy your time here at the Power Stone. It's covered by me. You can stay here. All your meals and everything I'll just take care of it. There's no.
Okay.
I don't want you to be worried about the last thing you need as adventurers, as heroes. You shouldn't have to be burdened with the basics of worrying out how to survive in the world. You should be worried about saving the world, not how am I going to find my way through here. Right?
We can discuss further, but I feel like what makes us strong is our ability to survive.
I agree. Very good point.
Well, what makes
Absolutely.
me strong
Let's-
is I'm the reincarnation of Amamamahar.
Also true. Yes, absolutely. No one would disagree with that.
Also, you have me around to patch you up.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, well.
Well, any of you who do want to listen, no one here is going to turn down your money. If you offer to pay for your drinks or your food, certainly that'll be accepted. No one's going to turn that away. But if you find, I accidentally left my ceramic bits in my room, don't pay. Just don't pay. You have that option as well. So anything you choose to pay for, of course you can. But you don't have to. It's up to you.
So, but if we don't pay for it, you're paying for it.
Certainly.
Yes, okay.
And I don't even want you to think of this as payment. It's just something I would do for anyone who's done good for the legendary Free City of Tyr. You're not any different than any other citizen in the city. Everyone is treated well here. If someone needs food, it's given to them. I'm not going to hold food away from them. If you walk downstairs and forget your coin purse up in the room, should you be expected to pay for your food? Of course not, because you are a citizen of the greatest empire that's ever existed. You should be able to eat.
Doesn't seem sustainable.
I guess we'll find out. I will send a representative to speak further with you next week.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so we're going to wrap up there for today. Does anybody have any bonds they want to resolve?
I mean, Oswald is not nearly as sick as he thinks he is.
Oh, that's it, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's resolve that one. Let me give you a new one, Eric.
I think I need a new one. No, wait. Do I not need a new one?
Ooh, this is interesting. So, Eric, my true name is known only by blank.
Okay.
Okay, I want to resolve Oswald's power makes me very envious because I feel like we both had cool finding out that we're reincarnations of people,
that is
but
pretty cool.
he got more credit for it.
Oh, he really did. Yeah, I could definitely feel
So
how envious
Oswald's
you were.
power makes me very envious.
All right.
Resolved.
Okay.
What was Jordan's character again?
Gideon.
Gideon. Yeah, my true name is known only by Gideon.
I like it. All right, Kels. So Tenelee's new boon is going to be blank has been through hardships that would break me.
Ooh, okay.
Okay, you don't need a bond, do you, Daryl? You don't need a bond, do you?
No, but I think I have an alignment to resolve.
Okay, what alignment?
Neutral, forge a connection between two people, which would be between
Oswald?
Oswald and Bubba.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you really facilitated
You
that.
did it. You did
That
it.
is very true. Any other alignments people want to resolve? Okay, does anybody have enough XP to level?
I do.
How much?
Not
do you,
surprising.
How much do you need?
Level plus 7. So
Oh,
you
but-
need 9.
Yeah,
So you have 9?
I have 10.
All right, and you have
I have
probably
10.
a lot more. Oh, you only have 10. I thought you.
No, I didn't fail as much.
No, you didn't actually today. You started out with a fail pretty early on,
did.
but then after that you were pretty good.
I failed like 3 or 4 times.
And you've got 4 XP, so yeah. Okay, so you can pick a new talent, both of you guys, and at this level, I'm going to allow you to raise an ability score. So we're not doing the every level ability score raises this time because that got pretty crazy pretty quickly. So we're doing every other level ability score increase this time. So yeah, you can raise an ability score by 1. That'll change the modifier maybe, depending on which ability you choose, you two. And do either of you know which talent you want to pick right now that you want to talk about on stream, or do you want to wait? Because we can certainly wait. And we can talk about it at the beginning of
Wait.
next time.
Ooh.
You see one that catches your eye,
Ooh.
Daryl?
Man, okay, I might do this. Oh, wait. Ooh, I got 2 good ones.
All right, well,
I'm in the-
read them both out. Do you know what you want?
No, I'm in the same boat he is.
Okay,
so
well, read them both. Let's see if we can talk it through.
And I'll tell people, because this character's new, the medic has the ability, not on my watch, which when a ally I have a bond with takes their last breath, they can re-roll one of their d6s, and then I took the talent triage, which lets them re-roll both their d6s. So basically,
Wow.
So
You can have them re-roll a last breath. That's
Yeah.
amazing. Not on my watch.
Okay, I'm leaning towards one now. But
Okay.
Force Spike. When using Project Force, your attacks have +2 piercing. And then Enhance Pain. When you hack and slash, your target becomes hyper aware of its wounds, and next attack that hits deals d4 damage, +1 d4 damage. I think I'm gonna go with Force Spike in this one. Because
yeah.
Enhanced Pain is great, but that makes me more offensive, and I feel like my role is more because that's more of a support, the Force Spike, because I can be far away and do it. So.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, piercing's always really nice, especially
Yeah.
when you're
Yeah,
fighting
yeah.
big
I mean,
stuff.
almost like most things that you see are going to have an armor of 1. Some things are going to have an armor of 2, and then 3 and 4 is less common. But I mean, if something has 2 armor, then that's basically +2
Yeah.
damage. So that's really good. Do you know what you're deciding between, Scott?
So I'm trying to decide between Doomsayer. When you parlay, you can always use prophecies of impending doom, real or imagined, as leverage, which is
Love
the
that.
more interesting.
Yeah.
But Soul's Armor is also tempting because as long as you have 1 focus, you have 2 armor.
That's a big increase in survivability for you.
It is. So you can see my
That's a
my
very
dilemma.
difficult
Do I
choice.
take the more fun or
Well, here's what I'll say. The 2 armor is a big increase in survivability, but you've been pretty safe overall so far. I mean, there's been a couple times where you've got close, but...
Oswald is loud and obnoxious enough to take the hits.
Yeah, he's done a very good job. I mean, you've taken a lot of damage.
And I can heal if I need to as well.
He can always transfer your pain to him.
Health,
Play the martyr.
If anything comes at you, I'll throw my sword at its butt.
So expect
Hey,
a
have you
lot
thought about
more
holding
prophecies.
on to your sword and just swinging it, like a sword?
And if you guys fall,
I hadn't.
I won't be here next week.
I'm just saying.
You're screwed. You're screwed.
Yeah, so
You're
then we'll be
screwed.
dead. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
we
it'll
will-
be fun to watch.
Oh, this is great. Sachs put up a meme of the 2 Mormon missionaries. Do you have a second to talk about druidic magic?
Also on the Facebook.
Yeah, that's awesome. Speaking of Facebook, make sure that you guys are following Saving Throw Show on Facebook and on Twitter.
And Instagram.
Our Instagram is actually really fun and really good. There's some good stuff from Gen Con on our Instagram. So we had fun at Gen Con. It was amazing. Thank you to the people who came to our Barkeys Brigade panel, because that was a lot of fun. I drank a half a bottle of tequila during that panel, which I was very good about hiding, because I was just drinking out of several small glasses of water. And that's, I think, pretty sure everybody was like, oh, he's just drinking water. Well, guess what, motherfucker? I wasn't. So that was a cool thing.
That's a thing I did.
What else happened? I think I got drunk. That's about it. That's the only thing that happened at Gen
Weird.
Con.
And I don't remember much after
Yeah,
that.
memory-wise, well, I actually did get, that was the second night that I got White Girl Wasted. By the way, actually, if we're plugging things, I'm going to plug the concept of White Girl Wasted. Do that, because it's fun.
Also responsible.
And
Right.
also super responsible. Actually, I shattered my phone because I got White Girl Wasted and also jumped off of a thing. So that was pretty cool. So anyway, you can do Facebook and Instagram and Twitter for us. Thank you so much, Saving Throw Show. Scott.
You can follow me on Twitter at Notably Scott. I have not tweeted since we started this stream.
No.
For sure.
Yep.
But you should still follow me in case I ever get the itch to tweet.
Yeah. You probably retweet stuff though, right?
Nope. Don't
Boy.
even use Twitter.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
I
fair
have
enough.
Twitter that
Fair.
I don't even use.
Got it.
You can also see the Money Pit at Nerdist School. We just changed the schedule, and I don't remember when our show is now.
Yours is the second Saturday in September.
Second Saturday in September.
Yeah, there's
or-
always good. I was about to say comedy. There's good comedy happening.
I love
Good
comedy.
I'm a big
I
fan
love
of
to go
comedy.
see comedy.
I also like humor. I just like humor and comedy.
I love to laugh.
Was
I
it
love
funny? So yeah, come see my comedy or
good
watch it
comedy.
online
Yeah, on YouTube.
on the YouTubes.
Okay, where on the YouTubes?
You can see it at the Nerdist School YouTube, or I've done some stuff with Senior Ditch Day.
Those are both fun.
You guys can always follow me on Twitter at Duncor, D-U-N-C-O-R. It's probably down here in the stream somewhere. Or you can also check out my Nerdist House team, which is August 27th is our first show, but we are going to be doing the third Saturday of every month, tied with Daryl's team. So if you in the Los Angeles area, third Saturday of the month at 8, you can see both of our teams.
It's true.
They are funny.
Yeah, that's true.
You haven't seen my team yet. We haven't done a performance. We might not
That's
yet.
true.
Well, but I know the individual people. But that's true. As a
They have
team, you might
terrible
be.
chemistry.
Yeah,
They
that's
have-
true. You
they
could
have
all
no
be really
chemistry.
bad. Yeah, that is entirely
I
possible.
didn't want to bring it up.
But there's been, behind closed doors,
been-
there's been a lot
yeah.
of drama. I've
Yeah.
heard that actually. But sometimes that makes it stronger. It's like sometimes people
Fleetwood
that you
Mac.
really don't like, you just fuck really good with people you don't like.
It's like how everyone loves the Beatles after Yoko and John got to.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, that happens a
You
lot.
guys are like the Yoko of.
and that's a good selling point. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
So I have a Twitter at Daryl Haynes, Instagram Daryl the Haynes, And yeah, like my house team, the Burbs, we got a show next Saturday at 8.
Oh boy.
I thought when you pointed, I thought you were pointing at this one.
Well,
Okay, that's how he points.
You're a mess.
Should I look at this one? I'll look at this one.
Do it to this one.
Okay.
No, just grab your face under there.
I love the quote from Daryl. That's how he points.
That's how he.
That's how he points.
That's how he points.
Like a person does.
Yep.
Magic.
I'm just surprised you
Magic.
didn't go, hey, I'm Daryl, you know
Magic.
me.
Oh yeah, I know I didn't do that. I'm gonna
This
have to
is
bring
just
that back.
falling apart.
Okay. Getting the train and putting it back on the tracks. Here we go. So I'm on a improv team at the Nerdist School called Corvair, and we perform every other Sunday. Not this Sunday. Oh, next weekend I'll perform Saturday and Sunday. Boom, twice in one weekend.
Yeah.
Which is the first time
Yeah.
Daryl has realized that.
Yeah, it's great. And yeah, it'll be 6 on next Sunday, and I do a Twitch stream on Mondays and Fridays, 3 to 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on the Inner Gamer Cast, and I think that's it. Oh, and videos, like Scott said, I'm on the same things.
Senior Ditch Day.
Senior Ditch Day, and Nerd School, yeah.
I will say, it's always great to go to a show and see Daryl perform and just look him straight in the face.
Yeah, just look me straight in the face. Yeah.
Kels.
All right, darlings, you can follow
Dark
me
Sun
on Twitter.
Dark Sun Darling.
My little Dark Sun darlings. You can follow me on Twitter at Kelsey Kelsum. If you want to read nerdy tweets or maybe additional tweets about your butthole, who knows? I don't know. I'm full of surprises. So if you want to follow me at Kelsey Kelsum.
I would say you're probably the leading contributor for butthole think pieces on the internet.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Good point.
One thing is, it's like, where am I going to get a hot take about buttholes?
Right. You can't find it very often.
Not as much as you
I'm
want.
trying to break into the
You're
market.
trying to break into the butthole game?
Yeah, I'm trying to fill the void.
You're trying to fill the void,
And there's
yeah.
a lot of resistance.
There is. There's a lot
There
of,
is.
yeah.
It's a tight market.
Yeah, but the thing is, I feel like it's really expanding, though.
It is.
Yeah.
And I'm doing my best to
Yeah.
help it expand.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I kind of feel like it's like shit.
Oh God, that's the joke Daryl went.
that's where it went, and
Yeah.
it took forever to say it too, because comedy is super funny when you take forever.
Yep, I agree
Jokes
completely. Yeah.
take a long
Yeah.
time.
Really let the air come out of the room and then give
Oh!
the dumbest.
There goes he.
Yeah.
Taking it away.
All right. But Daryl is my favorite comedian, so yeah, for that reason.
Finally said it. He said it.
100% commitment to every bit.
I want to add that I think everybody should tweet at Jordan Pigeon
Oh yeah.
about the
Dark Sun
Darling.
darling.
Yeah, definitely tell Jordan that you're a big fan of the Dark Sun Darlings.
Also, hashtag Dark Sun darling.
Hashtag Dark Sun Darlings. Yeah, definitely tag Jordan in any tweet about the Dark Sun Darlings, and hopefully he will fly into a blind rage.
Yes, and I will continue to call you that for the rest of the season, and I will love every moment of it, and I hope you do too.
So angry he punches a wildebeest.
Oh.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. Really appreciate it. We will see you next weekend. Bye.
Bye, darlings.
Bye, darlings.
Now hear you rascals with the bellies full of pie, and listen to this tale of old where the heroes both beat high. Hey, the master of concealment and an adept at disguise, which uses when he's seeking past his husband wants to lie. He's slain many a villain, be a dragon, buff or wizard. He's looted chests of all the best of treasures he could find. He's the undefeated champion of adventure, war and passion, and he sings this song as he goes along with a fiddle and a pipe. The grass is green, the air is clean, a sweet lass by my side. There ain't no God looking so as breeze are on behind. The world is full of monsters, while but they ain't here at the time. So let your roast propose a toast to these drunken friends of mine. A hero journey far and wide, but it riches, gold and magic. but he never found his true love sight, and it made him sad and tired.
And whenever he was walking, he was shot as he was singing.
And I made him fair from over there with a bow, and she was mine. She apologized profusely, said she thought he was a quarrel, and she carried him to the nearest inn where she nursed him back to life. Well, they fell in love directly, and she married him that night. So they're off they down, they cut me up for a song about their time. The grass is green, the air is clean, the sweet lass by my side. There ain't nobody looking so I squeeze her up behind. Hey,